And we're live. Welcome to Beers with Bad Company. I'm the Beer Man. Look, if you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. Pretty sure it's against the law. Everybody else, bottoms up. All right. So before we got the show started, I'm a little late today, and it's not because I'm an unprepared piece of shit. Although that is true and the normal reason that I'm late. Today, however, I've got technical difficulties based on me being technologically retarded and not knowing how to use computers. Basically, I'm a lazy piece of shit that didn't feel like sorting my shit out earlier. So, whatever. Either way, here we are now. Roy, how you doing? Just kidding. Shut up, Roy. Don't start with your nonsense. Connor, what do you mean the only time you get to spend time with your dad and he doesn't show up? I have promised to show up and fucking not shown up for your entire life. Like, it's you shouldn't even be surprised at this point. When I do actually show up on the lives, you should be more impressed that you actually get to see my face. So, Beerman needs new internet and PC for Christmas. Yes. Yes, I do. I definitely need those things. I really need a new webcam because my old one fucking it shit the bed really fucking hard. So now I got to use that shitty one that's just on the top of my fucking laptop here, and it's not a good laptop. So problems. Either way, Roy.
Yeah.
When we were talking before the show started, you kept saying a bunch of dumb things that I didn't want to hear about. So now that you got those out of the way, how about something that's not dumb?
Uh, Gosh, something that's not dumb. That's kind of hard. Do y'all eat grits in Canada?
I don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, I've heard the expression 1,000 times. I've even had it explained to me while I was drunk, but memory issues. So I have a
It's just
terrible
like
memory.
ground. It's like
I
ground
can't
up corn.
remember anything like ever.
It's like little powdery. It's like corn that you put in water for like ground into like a. It's like almost like cornmeal, but not
I
like
don't know what
cornmeal. But
cornmeal
it's
is,
you don't use cornmeal to fry stuff.
or cornbread and any of that. No,
Really? Don't y'all
no,
don't have cornbread?
no.
Damn, y'all are missing out. You eat collards? You eat collard greens?
Don't know what that is either.
You don't know what collards are?
I don't know what the fuck it is. I mean, maybe.
You eat cabbage.
I mean, not if I have a choice. If it's on my plate, I will. It
Do you
doesn't
just
matter
not
if
eat
I
any?
enjoy it. Whatever goes on my plate, I fucking eat, whether I like it or not. That's, just how we grew up. Nobody gives a fuck if you like the flavor of it. If you enjoy it, you tell them you really enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, you tell them you really enjoyed it. That's just how it goes. Right? Otherwise, the old man's going to be coming upside your head, and you don't want to deal with that because then you got to cry and look like a pussy in front of everybody else. So you just shut the fuck up and eat what's on your plate,
Right.
unless you're allergic to it. If you're allergic to it, you don't have to eat it.
Yeah.
But no, cabbage, not a fan. It's
I
mostly
like cabbage.
tasteless, but like cabbage rolls and shit, like I don't want it.
Well, like there's cabbage in egg rolls. You eat egg rolls at a Chinese restaurant, right?
No, if I'm going to a Chinese restaurant, I'm going to do the buffet. And if I'm
Yeah.
doing an all-you-can-eat buffet, I'm not filling my guts with a bunch of fucking cheap fucking vegetables and not get my money's worth. Like, no.
You're
It's
not a big vegetable eater in general.
if I was just eating for the taste, yeah, there's a lot of the vegetables on the Chinese restaurant stuff that I would eat, but if I'm at a buffet, I want to make sure that they feel the sting of me being there. So I just eat all the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
And meat's far more expensive than vegetables.
Usually it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to fucking go and fucking fill a plate full of rice when you're at the all you can eat buffet, right? You just fucking absolutely stuffed yourself for like 36 cents.
Fried rice is good though. I mean, I like
I like
fried
me some
rice.
fried rice, especially when I'm stoned. It's a fucking fantastic food if you're really stoned and you got the munchies and you want to eat like 10,000 of something. Rice is a good go-to.
Yeah.
Quinoa.
Quinoa. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So y'all don't grow like y'all don't grow like I guess it gets maybe too cold to grow. Like we grow winter greens here. Like people grow like cabbage and collards and
Well,
kale and
there's winter
stuff like.
corn.
I'll grow corn up there in the winter.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few crops that the farmers can plant in the fall, and then they just get snow covered all year, and then in the spring they just pop up ready to go. So you harvest that, and then you put your spring crops in.
I got you.
But I don't know what collard greens are, or even how to say that or spell it.
Collard.
So it's collard, not collard.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. There's a D on the end.
but it's like cabbage, you said?
It's very similar to cabbage, but it's less. Cabbage makes like a thick head, like lettuce, like a head of lettuce. The cabbage is very similar. It makes a dense, but collards are more just leafy. They don't really make a ball like that.
Huh. Well, I mean, there's different types of lettuce, like romaine lettuce, that comes out.
Yeah.
So more like that.
Yeah, close. Yeah, more closer to that than yeah, but not.
Cabbage is like lettuce that tastes shitty, but I guess it's better for you.
Well, iceberg lettuce tastes shitty to me, and it's also not good for you. It was a iceberg
How can it
lettuce
taste
was.
shitty? It's just fucking like water and fucking GMO.
Yeah. Well, it was created. I mean, like there is no naturally occurring iceberg lettuce. If I'm going to make a salad, I always do romaine or either spinach. I don't do iceberg.
Well, it just seems smarter to put spinach in it. But I mean, this is like a fucking terrible conversation. Why the fuck would anybody want to listen to this?
I don't know, but there's 35 people doing it right now.
Fucking losers. Like, you have nothing better to do on a Tuesday night than listen to fucking Roy and I argue about fucking cabbage.
Hey, I'll tell you this: we've got like a freezer full of now. We've had like 2 deer turned into jalapeno cheddar sausage. So we got like jalapeno cheddar deer sausage, and that's good eating.
That's not surprising that you just love sausage.
Yeah, I do.
Like
I like sausage.
anything that's sausage shaped or phallus shaped that you could put into your mouth, right? Like, you probably sit there and eat popsicles in front of all the guys, don't you? I'm just
No.
telling you, the only way as a man that you're allowed to eat a banana in front of other fucking dudes is with a knife and you cut it into slices. Like, that's the only way you're allowed to do it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Great. Jesus Christ, Roy. Now you got Marcus in here making fun of you for being a lesbian.
I saw that, and I told him now we're talking about sausage. So that's more manly, right?
Well, it's because you're a fucking homo, not a lesbian. Yeah, I completely gave up on not being allowed to call you a faggot. I just do it anyways now. Whatever.
Oh shit. So do you still hunt? You hunt at all? There, you're frozen. Holy shit. Totally frozen. Okay, so now that Beer Man's frozen and he has a very not so smart look on his face as per usual. Uh Sound off in the comments in the chat if you're a hunter. Do you hunt? Do you live in a part of the world where you can have a gun and hunt? Let's see what happens here. Oh, it's just me now. I'm in control. Blue Oyster Club. uh, uh, wish I. Well, this, my gosh, this is awkward. It's really weird looking when you're the only person on the screen. It's that big. It's kind of spooky. Oh, by the way, just if anybody's wondering, remember when I had the slow? He just sent me a message. Oh Lord, really? Uh, okay, so Beerman ran out of high-speed data, so he can't rejoin, which means this is my show now. So now we get to do what I want to do. So, okay, David Tomes, I'm going to send you the link. Hold on, David. Let's see here. David. Okay. Oh, that's damn. That's not. I gotta hold on. God damn it. Big B, save me, Big B. Where are you? David, send you the link just in a second here. Paste. Okay. Should be sent, David. Um, that's right, Devin's Farm. uh, who I got for president? Nobody. I got nobody for president. Fuck all of them in the ass with a red hot piece of fucking rebar. Fuck them all. Let's see. So where are you coming to Ireland? I'm planning on it, Marcus. I bought a ticket for the show. Just got to got to get a few things ironed out here, but I'm planning on it. Hopefully I can.
Am
I
I
have to
here?
show. Wait, hold on.
Oh yeah.
You're
Oh wow.
here. You're
My
here, David.
camera's up. Oh, my camera's fucked. Oh, nobody likes the squash racket. I'll take that down. Okay, where do we begin?
Okay, what's the weather like there, David? I'm betting it's cold as fuck.
Uh, Past few days it's been like raining and slightly above freezing. Overnight last night and today we've had snow, some light snow.
Yeah, we had not yesterday, but the couple days before, we had like real rain come up out of Florida. Like it rained
Mm.
like 24 hours straight. Like not real heavy, but like a steady. We got a lot of rain, and now it's cooled off. It's actually going to freeze here tonight. It's going to be like 1 degree below freezing here.
Oh yeah, is that odd for you guys?
I mean it happens. You know, we don't have a lot of freezing usually. You know, I mean, we usually have a handful or maybe two handfuls of days of freezing throughout the whole winter.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Well, it's a bit of an anomaly then, at this time of year, then I guess.
I mean, it's not unheard of. It happens, but it's just nice. It's actually we're actually having cold weather here, so it's just it's really cool. Like we have days. Probably 10 out of the last 15 years, I've been wearing shorts on Christmas Day here.
Well, I've done that a couple of times. We've had some warm weather here, the odd Christmas time, but weather fluctuates.
Yeah,
There's DF. I see DF in the chat. I see everybody in the chat there.
yeah.
Marcus Thompson, Captain Obvious, Andy Beckett, Paul Hutchins Jr. Yeah,
Uh,
Connor Sales there.
yeah. Connor's
I
here.
don't know. I don't know Austin Powers, but I've seen him there before.
Kane Fontecchio. Yes, I train. I don't really have anybody to practice arm wrestling with here. I do general weightlifting. I also do some specific to arm wrestling lifts. But I don't have any really experienced arm wrestling because there's just nobody close by that. I reached out to one guy on Facebook who only lives about 30 miles from here, but I haven't heard back from him. So,
Uh,
okay, Marcus, I will be the chief thumbtack gluer.
are
Oh,
you
that's
guys
funny.
gonna sanitize those thumbtacks first?
No,
avoid.
I'm gonna piss on them.
It's gonna piss on it. Well, don't use piss. Piss is pretty sterile, especially if it's your own.
Not my piss. Uh,
Eat a lot of asparagus first, and then do it.
oh yeah. Oh
There
God.
you go. What
That
an
always
what
make.
a, anyway. So what can we talk about that won't? I don't know, anything you want, man. Anything you want. I've been having
Uh,
fun. I've been having fun chatting way too long with the usual suspects on Discord lately.
earlier today I was sitting here and I still don't really know how to. I still don't really know how to operate Discord. Like it's always like a mystery to me. Like
Well, it is. Well,
it's
it's
just
like a
I'm too
chat
old.
channel, and when if someone gives you an invite or you just have Discord, you can just go there, and if you have somebody's name who's a friend there, you can see who's in whatever channel talking, and just click on that, and you just jump right in, pretty much.
I was sitting here earlier today and I heard somebody say, "What the fuck did I do?" And I was like, "Damn, like what the hell?" Well, it was a damn Discord, so I go to it and there's some kind of channel on there where you can get on where I can hear all y'all motherfuckers talking, right? Which
But
is weird.
you can't find us, you can't see us.
Well, I think I found it, and then I muted myself and I muted it. Um, Austin Powers, when you do yoga, are you practicing for Nanya? Practicing what for him? So how to show him how to do yoga? No, not really. Uh, Tall Paul Hutchins. That's right. I don't. It's weird. I mean, I just don't get it. Uh, I mean, it's just like I can't ever figure it out. Like, how do I feel about lemurs? Um,
Lemurs?
I mean, I like watching, occasionally videos of them doing stuff. I wouldn't want to have one as a pet, nor any type of fucking monkey.
Primates are kind
I
of.
don't really like monkeys. Honestly, I mean,
I like
if I
monkeys, but to have one as a pet, they're way too smart, man.
they're
You'd have to
destructive.
keep them in a cage. You'd have to keep them in jail all the time, which would mess them up mentally. But if you let them roam loose, they'll just get it. They're so intelligent. They will
Well,
mess everything up.
they're destructive as fuck too.
Yeah, I think my grandmother. I never saw it, but my mother told me that when she was a kid, my grandmother, her mother, had a pet monkey. I think it was they were all the rage back then in the 50s and stuff to have a monkey like a spider monkey or a rhesus monkey or something.
Yeah, if I
People.
live somewhere, I don't think I would enjoy living somewhere where there's monkeys. I think if and there's certain monkeys that are more offensive to me than others. Like to me,
Yeah,
like the most lowest form of fucking monkey is a baboon. Like they're just nasty, disgusting pieces of
they're
shit. Like
scary. They're intelligent and they're extremely vicious. And have you seen the canines?
yeah, I know. If I lived somewhere where there was monkeys, I would burn the barrel out on a fucking AK or an AR shooting them. I would.
Yeah, I've listened to stories from people who have traveled to other countries, around the temples where there's monkeys and all that. And these monkeys are used to very, very used to tourists, and they will pick your pockets. And if you're standing there, they will literally run up and just drop kick you. Sometimes they're really mischievous.
Yeah, yeah,
When
they're
you get a 3 foot monkey, and they're a lot smarter than they're a lot smarter than dogs and cats. They'll literally pickpocket you and what's this? And yeah, they'll steal a bag of your food, whatever. They're little buggers. They're smart. They know how to survive. They're doing the best they can
yeah,
after
yeah.
man has encroached on their territory.
I'm not a big fan of taking wild animals to make pets out of. Like most, you see people that want to have like just ridiculous animals to be pets, and it's like,
Yeah, like Black Panthers and stuff, and
well,
tigers.
yeah, I understand if you rescue an animal that like like an owl or something. I watch a lot of
Yeah.
owl pages, and
Or like
if
a
you
raven, if it was a baby raven and the parents were killed, it fell out of the nest or something, and that could be a cool
yeah,
friend. A raven could be a cool pet. They're smart.
yeah, they're super smart. They also have a really long lifespan too.
They do, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Ravens and crows are amongst the smartest birds out there that you can find, and they do stuff that some adults can't do. Like they're problem solving. They can problem solve things, especially if it involves food. It was observed many decades ago that well, some scientists, put some water in a bottle, and the crow wanted the water, and what did he do? He just started filling up the bottle with rocks
I saw that. I think I've
until he
seen
could get
that. I've seen
until
a
he could
video
get
of
the
one
water.
doing that. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really smart.
Oh, you can look
Um,
up on YouTube these, are crows smarter than kids or whatever? They're problem solving, looking, have to pick up this stick to press this button to make the rock fall to get the food out. Like they can do elaborate puzzles.
Aussie
Anyway,
arm wrestler in the chat. Aussie, you ought to come on
hey
now. You
Jay,
can talk. You can talk freely without having to be, berated and fucking interrupted by Beer Man all the time. I'll
yeah,
send you the
invite.
link, Aussie.
I don't
Just
know what
say the
time it is
word.
for Jake right now. Oh, it's probably around
Oh, it's
7 o'clock.
tomorrow.
7 o'clock in the morning for him tomorrow.
He's like 6. I think he's like 16 hours ahead of us. So it'd
Time
be
is weird.
fuck. What would it be? 12. It'd be no. He's in. It's like afternoon. It's like right at noon
Oh, okay.
tomorrow there for him. I think. Wouldn't it be? I think.
Mr. Peanut says crows can balance on a wire, but they can't balance my checkbook. Well, of course not. They don't know. Well, maybe they don't know anything about money, but I know that if they find a dime on the street or anything shiny, they'll pick it up and bring it back to their mate in their nest. Which is bad because they've also been known to pick up cigarette butts or cigar butts that are still lit because they're glowing, and they can take them into a forest and burn the forest down.
Yeah, they don't care.
But yeah, they'll pick up crows, and I don't know about ravens, but I know crows and other birds will pick up little pieces of tin foil and anything shiny and bring it
That's
back.
right, AB. That's right. I don't like fucking kangaroos either. Have you seen the video of that kangaroo trying to choke that dog to death, and the guy had to go out there and punch him? No, I don't like fucking kangaroos.
Yeah, kangaroos can be real dicks too.
Yeah, I don't like them. I've just seen too much bad behavior out of them. They're just like, I don't know. They just seem like they're just sociopaths or something. I don't like them.
Yeah, they'll sit there and punch. They'll have a boxing fight with you, and if that doesn't work, they'll balance on their tail and give you a double whammy with their back legs.
Yeah, and they can claw your damn guts out too.
Yeah, they got big claws.
They're dangerous.
And they're really fast.
There's a lot of dangerous shit in Australia.
I was just going to say that. Yeah, Australia seems to be home to the most dangerous, deadly animals per square mile.
All right, Aussie. All right.
Oh, he can't make it. It's 12. It's only just after lunch for him.
All right.
Oh, he's typing. Oh, he's typing something out too. Okay. He's working.
Marcus wants a kangaroo to wrestle.
Hey, do people eat? Okay, this is an honest question. I think I think they do. I guess some people must eat kangaroos and wallabies, right? In Australia, I honestly don't know, but I bet they do. Somebody must eat them.
I'm sure somebody
in Australia
does.
Do they eat kangaroos and wallabies? Or why don't they start eating the rabbits? Because all those rabbits are infesting Australia since they were put there, and they have no natural enemies.
Hey, look, we've got more viewers now that Beer Man's gone.
Isn't that something? We have almost doubled. We've almost doubled doubled in viewing popularity, it seems. Okay, what's next? Well, hopefully we can get Evan back on here somehow.
He said he's working on something. I don't know what that means.
Well,
but he lost his. He said he lost his he
ran out of data.
High speed data. So
yeah, I got the Starlink when it was on sale. It started at like $7.99, then that went to $4.99, and then there was a special a few months ago for $199 for the hardware.
Aussie says they eat kangaroo. I mean, you figure they probably got a good back strap on them, I would think.
Oh, you mean
I
like
don't know, their legs would probably be tough. I bet the hams on them would be pretty fucking tough. You probably have to grind them up for like hamburger meat.
Yeah, because they have really strong muscles. They're not exactly lazy creatures. To me, they look like a giant like jumping rat or something, like jumping mouse or something. They look like just a giant jumping mouse to me, sort of. Like their faces are elongated, but it looked to me I don't know what their teeth. I don't know what their dental structure looks like. Do they have? I'm gonna have to look that up. Do they have 2 front or 4 front incisors like rodents do? I have no idea.
Well, they're herbivores, so I assume they have. They probably don't have like canines or anything like that. I wouldn't think.
No, they don't have canines. They are herbivores. Yeah, for certain.
Oh,
I just don't know enough about Australian biology. I know some. There's so many dangerous animals, like the blue ring octopus. Like I don't think anybody's survived a bite from one of them.
yeah. Okay, so AB asked a question. He says, "What animals on Earth would you not eat?" Okay, I'll give you a prime example.
Don't eat
A
anteaters.
Possums. I will not eat a fucking possum. People around here, not many old timers used to do this. Probably not many people my generation or younger. People would catch a possum and put him in a pen, keep him in a pen for like 6 months, and feed him corn just to clean him out from all the fucking utter evil shit he's been out there eating. Just
Well, they love eating ticks.
they eat carcasses. I mean, they'll eat the guts out of a dead cow that's exploded from being in the sun.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
that's
nasty. I mean, they're fucking nasty. So I will not eat a possum. Here's the way I look at it: if you have to catch an animal and put it in the pen and feed it corn for 6 months to clean it up enough so you can eat it, you ought not to be eating the motherfucker.
just
Basically,
catch something else, man.
yeah, I know. I'm not gonna eat a fucking possum ever. I mean,
No.
well, let me say, if I'm starving to fucking death and it's post-apocalypse and I've killed everybody that I can eat and there's
Yeah, like
nothing but possums.
I don't want to eat dogs. I don't want to eat cats. Like there's some animals I just don't want to eat.
I don't want to, but I'm sure I've probably eaten dog. I've eaten in enough damn sketchy Chinese restaurants that, you know.
Mm.
My cousin had some years ago. He had like this big crew of Haitians working on his farm, and they all brought their lunch with them. And when it was lunch break, they were sitting at the end of the row at the field, and they're sitting there, they're digging into all this stuff, and he's standing around there, and he comes, he sees them, and they, hey, you want some of this? And he's like, I'll try it. So he eats a little bit of it, and he's like, yeah, it's pretty good. And they're like, what is it? He's like, what is it? And they said, dog.
Really, eh?
Yes, and he was just like, oh fuck. But I mean,
Oh,
it's kind
geez.
of funny. You think about that, like people, because if it's a pet, right? If it's a pet, people are like, you think of it differently, right? Like people, I mean, I've seen people get just like irate at the thought of people eating dogs, and it's like,
Okay, but to some people it's normal. Like I think in Korea, I don't know if it's for medicinal purposes, but I think in Korea they eat dogs.
well, in China, people eat anything in China just because they have to.
Bat soup.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like they eat the fuck out of dogs in a lot of parts of Asia just because,
Evan's coming back. He
I
said
know
about 5 minutes.
5 minutes is almost sorted.
Oh, somebody mentioned Skynet, but yeah, I did pick up. Yeah, I picked up Starlink a while back, and my regular modem, Virgin Plus, they call it or something. It's run by Bell. My down speed was usually it hovered at around 20. I did a speed test, and it was like 20, 20, 20. As soon as I got the Starlink, put in, it was a nice day, and I was getting like 130, like 126 right away. It's like. And even in a snowstorm, I was getting 80 to 90, which is over 4 times faster than the regular wire provider.
Hey, look.
So although it's a little bit more expensive, I got endless data. So it's about, for me, now this is Canadian prices, but it's about $150 a month. But a lot of people pay about $100 depending on what service they have. And and Starlink, I couldn't be more pleased. It is a little bit more expensive, but I could not be more pleased. And I bought it at a time when it was $199 instead of like $800 or $500.
Yeah.
I'd suggest it to anybody, especially if you live in a rural area like I do.
Well, I live out on a dirt road, and they just about probably 3 months ago now, they ran the fiber optic cable
you
out
got
here.
Access to fiber optic? Well, that's pretty fast.
They hadn't turned it on yet, though. Hopefully they're going to turn it on soon where we can get it. But it's been in the ground here for like by the house here for about 3 months now.
Oh wow!
I got to go get a beer, and it looks like Beer Man's like making an aborted attempt.
I think he'll be here. He'll be here in a minute. I think
you'll be here. And shut the fuck up, Roy.
Hey, Evan, how's it going, man?
What's going on, Dave?
Same old, same old. But I'm way too sober tonight.
Right as I called fucking Roy a homo, I got fucking kicked out of my own show.
Karma.
Like, apparently fucking YouTube's not kidding when they say you're not allowed doing that on here.
Oh, come on. That must have been a coincidence.
Yeah. I got a text message. So I'm not at home. So I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I've been streaming, like hotspotting from my phone to the laptop to the show. And apparently I used all 60 gigs of data.
Wow.
On my phone in the last couple of shows.
Wow.
So I don't have high-speed internet, which means no more porn unless I'm at home until Tuesday. It's terrible.
Did you guys get hit with any weather there in Pembroke?
Yeah,
today?
like the last couple of days.
Last night and today.
Positive fucking temperatures and raining. I mean, rain's not ideal, but you know.
Better. We just got snow there last night and today, though.
It was nice and warm. And then all last night and today, snow and freezing rain. The roads are ice. There's accidents all over town.
Oh, shit. You got it worse than us.
Yeah, it wasn't nice out all day.
Wow. So I guess Pembroke and Petawawa got hit worse than my area.
Yeah, and if there's any hockey fans in the chat, I'm not able to watch the Leafs game. They're playing New York tonight while I'm doing the show. So if you could update me on score changes as we go, that'd be fantastic.
Hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey, that's what we step in around here in the cow pasture.
Oh, there we go. There's everybody now. Okay. Had to swipe.
Yeah, fucking hockey's awesome.
STP says bear is good eating. Well, tell you the truth, I don't think I like eating bears either. I know that bear grease is really good, like for hair and for stuff. But I had somebody in one RCR gave me a bear pepperette once, and I found it was very dark. It looked almost black, and
very, very dark meat. Yeah,
and it was
Roy actually hangs out in the gay bars looking for bears that he can eat all night.
Yeah.
Bear meat's actually fucking, depending on where you get it and like what its dietary trends have been.
Yeah, grain fed or dump bear.
Man, a big old greasy fat dump bear, depending on what dump and what kind of shit they're eating out of there, fucking delicious. Probably the best tasting bear I ever had was a big old fat dump bear. And I mean, this is a big, fat, greasy motherfucker. Like, you fry it.
Well marbled. Well marbled.
It was delicious, but fuck, you just try not to think about it.
So it's the end of the second.
If you go over to somebody's house and they're skinning a bear on a rack, it looks like a human after it's skinned. It's kind of scary.
Well, clearly you've never skinned very many people. Or not enough bears, I'm not sure. But they look far more like a dog whenever you fucking cape them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the end of the second period. The Rangers are beating the Maple Leafs 2-1.
Well,
why would you tell me something like that, Roy? I don't want to hear that shit.
You just said you want to hear it, dickhead.
Yeah, but only if the Leafs are winning, fuckhead.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
Well, I won't tell you.
Fuck.
What just happened? My computer just made a funny sound.
Now, Roy, because you're from Georgia, you might not know this. Because nobody has teeth there. But the tooth fairy's not real, so fuck you.
I've got teeth.
Bullshit. That's one fucking plate that holds them all there.
Mm-hmm.
And you take them out when you get down on your knees for every bear you see in the gay bar. So fucking don't give me that. No, bears are fucking delicious, but you really got to be careful with them. Fucking trichinosis is a real issue.
Ew.
And you don't want to get the trick. So
you can get pork too.
Absolutely, pork, fucking wild boar, fucking all of them are real bad.
Wild boars, I can only imagine. I've heard if you take, even these days, if you take if I have never tried it, I've just heard nightmares. But if you take like a pork roast and soak it in milk, you'll see white worms starting to move through it.
Or Coca-Cola, if you fucking put that pork roast or that pork loin in fucking few bottles of Coca-Cola, fucking all these white worms start digging out. It's not true.
Wow,
that's fake.
I didn't know it was true.
No, it's not. It's fake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fake. Okay.
But I mean, I take a good greasy dump after drinking all night. You look in the toilet, you'll see them. But
Pabst Blue
trichinosis is a real
Ribbon.
thing, and you don't want to fucking burn your fucking meat, but you've got to cook it at a high enough temperature to make sure that any trick wouldn't survive. So, I mean, freezing it for 6 months first helps, but you've already had it frozen for 6 months. Now what? But I'll tell you, bear jerky is probably the best jerky I've ever had. And some of the most tasty fucking meat I've ever had is from bears, for sure.
Really? I think one of my favorite I ever had was caribou cooked over an open fire up north.
Caribou's
Mind
good.
you, I was probably starving for days eating rations. And then,
like, I'm not a fan of eating whitetail just because I fucking grew up on it. And my dad was a terrible fucking cook. Right. And I just assumed growing up, like, he's a butcher, he's a hunter, he knows his way around, fucking, that's how fucking it's supposed to be cooked. I didn't find out till like I was a full-grown adult that no, dad's just a terrible cook.
The worst
I
thing
just
you
like
can do
did not eat whitetail. I didn't eat deer for a long fucking time because I didn't like it, but that's only because my dad was a bad cook. So deer, caribou, moose, elk.
Elk,
elk
somewhere
for sure.
around there.
Elk is at the fucking top. Elk is
the tastiest, probably followed by horse, then moose. But horse is far leaner meat with better protein value and vitamins, and then moose is above that for that. Like, but you can't live on moose meat. It's just protein, basically. Like, there's very little nutritional substance at all in moose meat.
Yeah, that happens a lot with ungulates or with vegetarian creatures. Like, they always say that about, you'll starve to death eating fucking rabbits. Well, that's why you make a stew out of it and put vegetables in it.
Why would I fucking do that?
Oh, you just want to cook it over the fire?
Yeah, rabbit is not a survival food. Like, there's supposedly in like the military manuals, they tell you that if you're somewhere and all you're eating is rabbits, you'll eventually starve to death.
Well, yeah, but that's why you put other stuff in it, like make a stew out of it. Is what I'm saying. That like eating it by itself, yeah, you know. But I tell you, a stomach full of rabbit meat is better than a stomach full of nothing.
Yeah, you won't be fucking hungry.
You add some plants in there, you add some fucking dandelion leaves, fucking whatever, whatever you find, whatever you know.
Dandelion leaves. Look, I wouldn't eat rabbit as a meal itself. Every rabbit I get, it goes into the smoker, and you just hang it up in the tent when you fucking set up camp hunting, and people can just walk over with the knife and fucking slice a little carving off there, have a little snack. Delicious.
Smoked rabbit.
You're not eating it as a meal.
That actually sounds tantalizing. Smoked rabbit. I never thought of that. Well, you grew up hunting and shit, eh? Like hunting with your family and stuff. Like, yeah, I never had that. My dad never hunted a friggin' thing, but my uncle did. And so when I was very small, I got to stand there, and I don't think my mom wanted me to watch, but you couldn't tear me away from my uncle skinning a moose. I remember the smell, the color of the fascia where he's cutting the skin away from the meat. I'll never forget that.
Oh fuck! The one year we got
50 years ago,
fucking cow moose. She was a big bitch, and the beer wife was there, fucking helping us like skin it and stuff. And when we got all the hide off, it's like, hey, we gotta spray it off with the hose, get all that hair and fucking shit off. And like, this is a 1,200-1,300 pound animal we got to drag. It's gonna get some dirt and mud, right? So we got to clean it off before we put it into the cooler to hang. So I got her to fucking start spraying it off, and like, no, you got to get right inside of it. She starts spraying out the inside of the rib cage,
the cavity
inside of it, and then closed it. So she got to spend like 15 minutes inside of a moose while we were sitting there drinking. It was like, fuck, it's like Tom Green.
Wow.
Super chat from Cobra.
Okay, I'll go ahead and read it.
Well, he's a big fan.
$1.13.
Yeah, hashtag 113. I think that's a reference to his 113-pound dick.
Could be.
They don't call him the Cobra for nothing.
Yeah.
I thought that was arm wrestling related.
No.
Well, send Cobra the link. It's been a while since I made fun of him.
I'll send Cobra the link. Hold on.
What the fuck is Marcus talking about? What did I smuggle into Ireland, Marcus? That was a secret. Don't tell people. Fuck, now they're never going to let me through customs again. You talking like that.
Who's providing the tax? And they should be made out of silver or gold or something to make it really better. And you get to keep the tax, whatever sticks in you.
Well, they better be big fucking tax then. Fuck, I'll lose a few first rounds on purpose just so I get to fucking collect a multitude of tax.
I'm a tack collector now. I'm a tack collector.
Yeah, it's like I'm the tax man.
I'm the
tax man here to pick up taxes. No big deal.
I'm the tack man.
Oh man, Uncle John's in so much fucking
Hey,
trouble.
well, if there's going to be several rounds, you could potentially collect a whole slew of tacks.
Hey, I got a question. Do you know who's going to be the referee for your match? Do you have any idea?
I want to know that, Marcus. Who's reffing? Because I might just fucking stay home.
Well, Marcus said
Like,
diamond too.
There's no way I want those fucking big boobed fucking PAL refs in charge of this, because like it'd just be a problem for me. So I've got a boner on one side while tacks are being drove into my arm over here, and I got to hold another man's hand, and like it's all just fucking weird. Like there's pain and pleasure and awkwardness, and it's like it's too much sensory overload, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so the Maple Leafs lost 2-1.
Well, fuck New York.
Doesn't surprise me. Well, that must have been a hell of a game, though. Not a lot of scoring. Or a shitty game.
Dan Hanlon.
Icing. Fuck.
He says Dan Hanlon.
Oh man, fuck that. Last time Dan Hanlon refed a match that I was pulling, I got completely fucked. Super biased, terrible ref. No, Marcus, double D and triple E are not reffing like this. They can ref every other match.
Who's double D and double E?
Those are all the big tits that were reffing the first one.
Yeah, they should be there again.
Yeah, just not the tack match.
Yeah, they probably
You really want to have a girl refereeing a bloodbath?
Well,
like, I mean, normally
a lot more women in medicine. They might be able to handle blood better than some men can.
If you're bleeding on that competing arm, you're not allowed to compete.
Oh,
right.
It says isn't there only 3 periods in a hockey game? 3 periods?
Yeah, 3.
Well, it says it says end of the third. Somebody in the chat just said there's a second intermission, but it's according to this, it's showing that it's over to me. But hey, what do I know? I don't fucking know hockey.
Apparently it's the start of the third. It's 2-1. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, you can't have Triple E fucking reffing a match while there's tacks on the pads. Like she's gonna lean forward to tie the strap, and one of her fucking big fake tits is gonna get poked with a tack and burst, and then there's gonna be silicone all over the place. And like,
oh my god, you're so creative.
This is just weird.
What makes you think they're fake?
I'm not allowed to answer that. Yeah. Look, if Bobby is going to be the special guest referee for it, I want a wall of fucking tacks lined up right behind him for when he pisses me off and he gets ejected.
Then he could just be like, stuck on the wall.
Yeah, it'll be like the midget toss, but instead of Velcro, we're going to use tacks.
Roofing nails.
Ooh.
Hey, so we have all kind of cool foods here. You know, in the holiday times. Do y'all like hollandaise? Y'all like hollandaise sauce?
Oh, for those what's that egg? What is
Eggs
that?
Benedict.
Eggs Benedict with hollandaise.
Yeah, hollandaise sauce is awesome. Fucking, you ever have a breakfast poutine? You get the home fries.
Yes.
With cheese curds all over it, hollandaise sauce. Fucking
yeah.
Never had that.
Gatineau. I had that in Gatineau. I walked like 2 blocks up from my, where I was staying in Gatineau, and it was great.
Never had it with the hollandaise.
Breakfast poutines, that's the shit.
It was good.
Yeah, never had it with the hollandaise. Well, it's hollandaise. Isn't that made with like egg yolks?
Yeah, part of it.
It's very decadent. Yeah, it's very decadent. It's good shit.
So I was talking to a guy. at the restaurant. I mean, not the grocery store here about hollandaise and where you can find like the best hollandaise sauce. And he said,
make it yourself.
Well, yeah, but he said Nome, Alaska is where you need to try to look on there. Like look for Nome, Alaska for the best hollandaise sauce. And I said, what do you mean? Why would the best holiday sauce be in Nome, Alaska? And he said, everybody knows there's nothing like Nome for the hollandaise.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Roy.
Man, I started shaking my head far before the punchline. Like, yeah,
You
I see
saw,
where
you
this is
saw it
fucking
coming,
going.
eh? You saw it
There's
coming
just
too.
no way. Like, I mean, as fucking much of a dipshit as Roy is, there's no way he's got these conversations that stick into his memory about fucking where to get the best hollandaise sauce. Like, that's way too fucking stupid. But fuck's sakes, Roy. This is why you get told to shut up on a regular basis.
Oh, he's got to throw in his dad
There's no
jokes.
place like Nome for the hollandaise.
Yeah.
Like, fuck's sakes, man.
That was a pretty good dad joke, Roy. But I'm starting to tell by the tone of your voice when this shit's about to start.
Yeah.
I'm starting to be able to tell by the tone of your voice when you're telling a story.
Yeah. See, that Valley says
because it's like instantly like shields up. You know, like I get a little, spider senses tingling.
Valley says nothing better than a Roy Baker story. Ha! Take that.
Yeah. The only thing worse than a Roy Baker story is fucking tennis. So shut up, Valley.
I like tennis.
Tennis isn't even a real sport.
Oh, it's more of a real sport than fucking hockey.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
What?
Like, seriously, I know that you're saying that just to piss me off, and congratulations, it fucking worked. But let's go ahead and try to compare these two as a fucking sport here, dipshit. What actually makes tennis a sport?
Well, it's an athletic contest where they keep score and somebody wins, and it requires stamina, agility, hand-eye coordination. And it's also an individual sport, not a fucking team sport. Which is
okay, well,
better.
hockey has all of that. Plus, you get to physically impose your will on the other person. In tennis, you physically impose your will on a ball. And
well,
then
you'd be good at it
get
then.
a chance to rebut. It's more like a fucking debate than it is a sport, really. In hockey, you get to rough that motherfucker up. Look, you get to punch somebody in the fucking face if you don't like the fucking cut of their jib in hockey. You got fucking grown men moving at fucking 60 miles an hour on a fucking sheet of glare ice with a 1/4-inch fucking blade of steel strapped to their fucking boots.
Yeah.
That's motherfucking impressive if you ask me. Now, as a Canadian that can't fucking skate, I have even more respect for those that can.
I'm a Canadian that can barely skate too. I can barely skate myself yet.
But hockey is fucking fantastic. I suck. So I kind of hate it. And the Leafs suck, so I just also kind of hate it. But
well, you should really like tennis. You should like tennis, Beer Man, because you like imposing your will on balls.
Oh.
I mean, I appreciate the effort, but fuck, that was a reach, man. That was like, that sucked. Much like you, near balls. Anyways, I actually watched something about tennis the other day, flipping through fucking videos and shit. And it was like the only time I ever enjoyed watching it since fucking McElroy fucking.
Oh, McEnroe?
That's the one. When that dude left, I quit watching tennis.
Yeah.
But the one where the fucking one of the Williams sisters was freaking the fuck out because she got called for her coach cheating, trying to tell her what to do. It's like, fuck, you're not allowed coaching. So coaches aren't allowed to coach in tennis.
Not during the event. That used to be that way. I don't know if it's still that way. They
probably
How the fuck would your coach not be able to give you advice during the match? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think that's kind of stupid too, honestly.
I think it is too. I'd never heard that before.
As long as they're not holding up, but they don't want them. They don't want them holding up the play. I mean, they want to keep it going.
Yeah. So the coach doesn't get to fucking sit there and talk to you. Like, you don't get to stop, walk over to the coach. But if that coach can fucking yell at you or give you fucking direction, just like any other fucking fan sitting around can, how the fuck is that a problem?
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
That's fucking stupid.
I remember
is that
in
a real
1990.
thing? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
In tennis, the coach is not allowed to talk.
Fucking Williams fucking broke down. She was crying, broke her racket, which got her another fucking foul or whatever the fuck they call it in goddamn tennis. But she was freaking out, crying, fucking screaming at the ref. You call me a cheater, blah, blah, blah. Women got too many hormones to be playing in professional sports anyways. But that one video I saw was kind of funny. Outside of that, look, tennis isn't a fucking sport, man. Look, I'm not saying it's easy. It's more of a game. You know, you kind of keep score playing games too. You ever play euchre? That's not a fucking sport. It's a card game. You know, it takes all your fucking mentals and stuff. You got to be thinking. You keep score, whatever. It's a game. It's not a sport.
Okay.
Fuck tennis. Tennis is shit.
Just because nobody ever good is from Canada. Who's the best Canadian tennis player ever? Nobody.
No idea.
Right. And who's the top-ranked 134-pound boxer in the world? And don't even bother looking it up, because if you got to look it up, you can't answer. It still proves my point. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares about tennis. Nobody cares about Canadian tennis. Nobody cares about world tennis. Nobody cares about fucking 134-pound boxers. Like, I am a fight fan. I watched the UFC the other weekend. It's like, oh, Pantoja, he's the fucking 125-pound men's world champ. I'm like,
125 pounds?
Men's? How is that a class in men's? 125
How is that
pounds?
a man?
How is that considered a man's weight class?
Well, that was the best when Mighty Mouse was in the UFC. That was the best fights to watch. Was him.
I mean, that's
No,
not even.
it was not. That was never a good fight with Mighty Mouse. It's terrible. I mean, yeah, the dude was skilled. He was impressive. He was fucking good. But I mean, holy fuck, you want to watch people play patty cake on somebody's face for 25 fucking minutes? Fuck that.
It was just pure nonstop action, though. I mean, it wasn't like two plodding heavyweights that gas out 2 minutes in and just lay on the
Sure, but I mean, you could literally pull up a fucking video of somebody hitting a heavy bag for 20 minutes. I mean, they're hitting it hard. It's nonstop. There's always punches. They're being thrown. They're being landed. The heavy bag never dodges or blocks, so you know it's going to land. I'd rather watch a landed punch. It's just you're not hitting hard enough for me to really get excited about it.
Yeah, it's like a waste of time.
It's like watching the kids MMA. One day they'll grow up until they'll be full-size men, and then it'll be fun to watch. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. They have kids MMA? Really?
Oh, yeah. And they got some badass fucking kids in the MMA. So, see, at least when you're talking about 125
what do you mean by
man,
kids? Like teenagers, right?
They can't hit that hard, right? But you're still trying to punch a man in the face who could still have a decent chin. So they just take the punch and you never notice that anybody's ever getting hurt. So, I mean, even if they start bleeding, it's like you can't tell that the guy was hurt. When you get a 9-year-old get punched in the face from a 9-year-old that knows how to punch, that kid, you could tell he was hurt. Becomes more exciting.
I don't think I want to watch kids fighting, man. Like that's what.
Not really. I don't enjoy kids getting beat up, but
I didn't know that was such a thing.
It makes the fight more entertaining whenever you see that somebody's getting hurt, that they're actually fighting. This is not just patty cakes. Yeah.
No, I like to see a talented martial artist fight. I love seeing a good martial artist fight. Well, everybody remembers GSP. He actually pissed me off for a long time because he would never finish anybody.
He couldn't
until his last match. It was his game, though. He pointed you to death, but he was good at what he did. Anyway, I don't want to get talking about him.
If you want to watch GSP's career, go back through it and look at his finish rate before he became the champ.
Before he got knocked out by
better finish rate before?
It had nothing to do with him getting knocked out by Matt Serra. Watch it before he became the champion. He finished fucking before? Everybody except for fucking Mayhem.
Okay.
Right? And Mayhem was a tough motherfucker. Like, it just wouldn't happen. The problem is, it's 25 fucking minutes. If you fucking try to finish that guy, look, you don't want to blow your wad all over a guy in fucking 15 minutes and then get beat up for 10 minutes because you just blew your wad on him, right? Like, and guys will be mad at you if you blow your wad on them and they will beat you up.
Yeah, he didn't gas out very easily.
It's 25-minute fights. You can't just go full tilt like that. Like, it is not humanly possible for anybody to go full tilt. If you watch guys that are like considered high pressure fighters, pace fighters, Covington outside of his most recent fight,
Clay Guida,
not so much. Guida, the Diaz brothers.
I like Crow Cop. Remember Crow Cop?
Sean Strickland. No, that is absolutely nothing to do with this conversation. Okay. Strickland, even. You know, these guys that are high volume, high pace, just keep hitting you nonstop, right? Their finish rate isn't really great unless the other guy gets so fucking tired that they just like they don't hit hard, or they'll never be able to fight 5 rounds. Like, you can't do it. Nobody can. I don't care how good a shape you're in. All of the guys that fight that hard, going for the knockouts, will get tired. You look like a guy, like, they just get considered front runners. You look like a guy like McGregor. He can put anybody out just as fast as anybody else in that first round. What are the chances of him fucking putting a pace on you or beating the shit out of you in the 4th and 5th round? Pretty fucking slim. He puts out way too much energy trying to finish that fight early, right? I would rather watch a 3-round fight of 2 guys that are going for it than a 5-round fight of 2 guys that are hitting at 50%.
Well,
To save themselves. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean.
That's one of the reasons. One of the reasons I lost interest in watching the UFC was because there's so many of the fights where these guys are out there trying not to lose rather than trying to win.
How about just a fight with 1 round until somebody drops?
That's what it fucking should be.
That's what it used to be. But look, if you watch fights that are 3-round fights, if you're in good enough shape, you could go fucking pretty fucking hard for 3 rounds. Okay, you might get tired in the 3rd, but whatever. You won the first 2, just don't get finished in the 3rd, you're fine. Like Paddy Pimblett against Ferguson. That happened. If that was a 5-round fight, Ferguson was going to crush that motherfucker.
Hey, but Tall Paul Hutchins just mentioned the greatest mixed martial arts fight of all time.
That was a hockey fight in a ring.
Don Fry versus
Takayama. Yoshihiro Takayama, Don Fry. It was fucking incredible. That opening stanza where the 2 of them just grab each other by the back of the head and say, fuck it. It's a hockey fight. They get to the corner. Fucking Takayama realizes I'm getting my face mashed in, and he starts trying to throw knees to the body, and Fry just keeps hammering him in the fucking face. They end up breaking. They go to the ground, whatever. They get back up, and you see the 2 of them step back. You're like, okay, they're fucking exhausted. This fight just went downhill in a hurry, but at least we got to see that. No, right back at it. They grab each other by the head and just start fucking going again. They did it 3 fucking times. That was incredible. Not the greatest MMA fight of all time. Not even fucking close. Doesn't make the top 100. Thank you, Hand. But it was possibly the most entertaining one ever.
Yes, which makes it the best. Takayama's paralyzed now, laying on his back.
Yeah, I know. Sad.
Yeah.
That was a pro wrestling injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fell on his head, broke his neck.
That was terrible.
Been that way for about 5 years or so now. That fucking sucks. If I'm ever laying on my fucking back crippled, I want somebody to fucking come put one in my fucking head.
Right.
I don't want to lay there like that.
I would love to help you out with that.
I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
You'd fly all the way to Georgia just to do it, wouldn't you?
Well, fuck, I'll drive. I don't care. Like, whatever. As long as I get to use your 22. With those bullshit rounds that won't get through that thick fucking skull of yours. I'll just keep trying until it gets there, buddy. I won't leave you there. Okay, but seriously though, Roy, if you're a fucking quadriplegic vegetable, you can't feel from the neck down, wouldn't you want them to put it into your heart? Why into your head? Like, if they shoot you in the head and you don't die, now you're just laying there fucking in a lot of pain in the only part you can feel. Like, why not just put a few into your heart?
Well,
at least it doesn't hurt.
If you use like something for real, like a fucking 308, it's not going to be. There's no surviving a 308 in the head
or a 45 hollow point.
Well, I mean, not that either, but a rifle is a whole nother level of fucking.
You're a quad. You don't feel shit. I'll put 35 fucking 22 rounds in. It only costs 6 fucking cents.
Yeah, 22 caliber rounds are cheaper.
I mean, it's your rounds I'm using. I don't really count. I don't care how much you want to spend, but fuck, it's not going to hurt at all. But you got to think, there could be a flash of extreme pain when that thing fucking enters you, don't you think?
Oh, I think you'd undergo something, yeah.
Hey, question from the chat. Till Bronze is in the chat. He says, other than fighting sports, what athletes would be the toughest to fight?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Would it be the toughest?
Clearly tennis players.
There's lots of different types of no,
chess.
I don't think so. There's lots of different sports.
Chess.
Think about it. What
Definitely
about rugby
chess.
players or Australian rules football?
Okay, so I mean, like, rugby dudes are fucking tough. They are. Football players, like NFL football players,
they're not tough.
They're not tough, but it would be tough to fight them because they're so big, strong, and athletic. And
Yeah.
look, when you're talking about 300 fucking plus pound dudes with the athleticism and speed that those men have, holy fuck, that would not be easy to do. Chances are, if you're a fighter, though, they're going to get tired. You'll be okay. You just got to fucking like weather a storm with this fucking animal. A wrestler.
Yeah, nobody mentioned wrestling. Yeah, how about wrestling? Or what about
that's a fighting
Okay,
sport.
okay.
Well,
you
if
mean
it's
like
not, well, then hockey. Like,
Yeah.
there's some fucking hockey tough guys that they do fighting, they do boxing and shit over the summer to keep in shape, ready to get them fucking knuckles going. Hockey players are fucking tough too. Like, you see guys fucking take a puck in the fucking face, they lose a bunch of teeth, and they fucking say, "Hey, fucking have the dentist ready when the game's over."
Yeah,
right. I'm still playing.
Lots of hockey players got
fucking
missing
LeBron
teeth.
James fucking comes out of the goddamn game if he realizes that he got a hangnail halfway through it. Like,
hockey players used
like
to be,
Italian soccer players.
hockey players ain't near as tough as they were 20 or 30 years ago now, though. They
Probably not.
out.
They're all, well, it's because they're all younger now. See, now
they don't let them
all,
fight. They don't let them fucking fight. They break it up before they even get started.
Oh, do they?
It's fucking weak.
Well, I haven't watched a hockey game in years, literally.
The fuck are you talking about, Roy?
They don't let them fight like they used to.
Yes, they fucking do.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
They used to wait, like back in the 80s, if once they got on the ground, once they fell down, they would break it up. Now they
or if the two guys got tired and they were just leaning on each other and the linesman could get in there without getting hit, linesmen will not step in if there's punches thrown. And yes, Marcus, if a fucking 300-pound dude tries to bull rush you, a trained guy can fucking fire him. But if you're not a trained guy, it's not happening. And that'd be a lot easier. That's like the one time that judo's pretty handy, when you got a massive dude fucking running at you like that. Wrestling, it's pretty tough to fucking try to shoot a double leg on a fucking 350-pound fucking supreme athletic machine. That'll
Alexander Carolyn.
Especially if he understands his center of balance and stuff. Yeah.
Carolyn is a fucking freak, and you're not talking about a normal person. You were talking about the highest level fucking wrestler in the world. And that dude is not fucking normal. Like, the moves that he would routinely use are not fucking possible feats of strength for other highly trained athletes. Like, fucking ridiculous the way that he would just stand over somebody
and pick them
up in a gut wrench to suplex them. Like,
yes.
There's nobody else that could fucking do what he was doing. Like, that dude's just a fucking freak. You can't use that guy as... Yeah.
He was
soccer players, all pussies in the men's league. There is some fucking savage bitches in the women's league, so... I like watching savage women's soccer highlights. It's fucking funny.
Interesting.
Oh, man. You want to watch fucking, like, savage motherfuckers in sports? Women's anything. When, like, I played a lot of rugby in high school.
Women's beach volleyball? Or...
Oh, yeah. Take that net out of the way, and they'll fucking rip each other's throats out, man. All you need is one of them to be getting her period, and that's it. Fucking someone's dying.
Oh, my God, man.
But I'm telling you, when I was playing rugby, our team was real good senior year. Like, we didn't have one try scored against us all season. Not one.
Okay, that's quite the boast. Or real, it's quite the fact then. If that's a real fact, that's quite the fact.
No, it's absolutely a lie.
Okay.
We didn't have one try scored against us all season while I was on the field.
Oh, good for clarification. Yeah, thanks.
Opening game, I didn't like going to school so much. And turns out I was 18 and I'm allowed to just go into the office. I don't need my parents to say, Evan doesn't have to go to class today. I'm 18. I walk in there, I sign my own fucking note and say, I'll be back later. And I can make up whatever bullshit excuse I want and I don't got to go. And they're not allowed to call my parents on me because I'm 18. They're not allowed to anymore. Awesome. I took full advantage of that. I missed 28 out of the first 31 days of school.
Out of the first? Yeah. Wow. They didn't even know who you are when you showed up then.
Oh, fuck. They all knew who I was. Like, this was my 5th or 6th or 8th year in high school. Anyways, so I only had 3 classes. And out of those 31 days, I went to one class each of those 3 days. So At least
Shop
I went
class?
to one of each class, and that's it for the
Was
first
it shop
over a
class?
month.
Was
And
it shop
then
class?
rugby season starts. I'm the captain of the team. We go to the
Oh.
first game, crosstown rivals. I get benched for not showing up.
Has it for oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I played rugby in my first 2 years of high school, and as fortune would have it, we won the championship 2 years in a row while I played rugby, and it was a great, confidence builder. I
Well, it
played.
must have been you that did it because you're like 140 pounds.
No, I'm about at least 210 right now. Oh, but in high school,
You must
yeah, I
have
was.
a huge fucking dick because I'm looking at you and you look like you're about 140 pounds.
I don't know. I thought I looked fat in this sweater.
Yeah, you're like a really fat 140 pounder. So, like, if you're in shape, like
Back at.
maybe 103, 104. Anyway, so we did lose, or we did win that first game. I
Yeah.
think the final score was like fucking, I don't know, 25-22 or something. Like, it was a pretty close game that we won.
Okay.
Then I got put on this fucking contract. It was bullshit. I'm not allowed missing class without either a doctor's note, but because I'm me, they thought it prudent to put in also a lawyer's note would suffice as well. So without a doctor's note or a lawyer's note, I was not allowed to miss a class or I'm not allowed to play. Fuck.
Okay,
Well, that sucks. Because I always had a routine. I would show up at school. I'd take the bus in because I live way out in the fucking bush, right? I'd take the bus into school. Now I got about 45 minutes of hanging out at the school before 9 o'clock when class starts. And usually by then, fuck, I've been sitting around with my buddies for like 45 minutes. I'm drunk. I can't go to class. Or am I on mushrooms or something? Like, I can't go to fucking class right now. So I go in, I sign myself out of school, and then I would walk down to the fucking bar with my buddies, and we would play pool because that bar opened at 9. And then the bar that shared the same parking lot with that bar had a much better pool table, but they didn't open till 11 because it was a strip club. So at 11, we would go over to the strip club and play pool there and look at all the titties. Now, we weren't old enough to be there, but I mean, they saw us there every day. And if you're not old enough to be at a bar, they would probably make you go to school, right? But like, fuck, these guys clearly don't go to school. They're here every fucking day.
Yeah, you were 18 at the time, right?
Right. And you need to be 19.
Wait a minute. Was that in Ontario?
Yeah. So you need to be 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they never ID'd us because we're there every day at 9 o'clock in the morning. Want to go? They don't really give a shit. Look, the liquor inspector's not coming in to ID people at 9 a.m. on a fucking Tuesday. So they didn't really give a shit. We're like the only people in the bar, and we're there every day, drinking, spending money, whatever. Okay. Fuck. Yeah. I lost track of time one night. So look, the strippers were not good looking at this fucking place, man. Like, especially on a Tuesday morning. Like, it was bad. You could see all the C-section scars and the stab wounds and everything else. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I was in pretty good shape back then.
They're sliding off the pole, embarrassing themselves.
And most of these women were heavier than me. None of them could use the pole because they couldn't lift their fucking bodies, right? There's one particular day, it was a Thursday, and I had to go back to school for practice at 3:30. I forgot because they had like these out-of-town dancers from Montreal. Now they spoke French, which is a big turnoff, but they were actually good looking. So, you know, better than what we're used to there. So we were looking at tits and playing pool. And, you know, I didn't recognize what time it is. Next thing you know, there's my coach walking in the bar, fucking yelling at me, screaming at me. Why the fuck aren't you back at practice? I'm like, how the fuck do you know where I am? Like, dude, you fucking drink a booze every time you show up back at school for practice. Everybody knows where you fucking are. Huh. All right.
Wow.
So the coach came pick me up, made me get into his fucking car and like give him a handy on the way back to fucking practice. And then, you know, I'd be a lazy piece of shit at practice, which he always yelled at me about. He's like, dude, you're always fucking lazy in practice. You don't want to run. You don't want to fucking set an example for the team. But as soon as we put it into a scrimmage or a game, you're running like a fucking thoroughbred. Well, yeah, because now I'm allowed to hurt people, and that's fun. Running fucking drills, up downs, and your fucking beat tests is bullshit. I don't want to do that stuff. I do like running over people though. So yeah, you let me scrimmage. Game, I play hard. Yeah. Anyways, I got a contract. I wasn't allowed to miss another fucking class. I played every other game. The only time that any other team scored on us was the same team that scored the first game on us, crosstown rivals, the fucking Falcons. Fuck those guys. Anyways, I got into a big fucking ruck, and I was carrying the ball and just pushing like I don't like.
Oh, what position were you?
Right, I got the
What
ball.
position were you?
Flank.
Okay, I was a wing.
Well, probably you're 140 pounds. Where the fuck else are they going to put you?
Oh, well,
Anyway.
I was heavier a little. Anyway,
As a flank, I would always fucking run around and join the wing.
Yeah. Well,
last
wherever
man
the
to get
ball
the
is,
ball.
yeah.
And I know you fucking come into contact, put your shoulder in, you pop the ball up, whatever. You start a new wing going out. Yeah, I don't really like that. I like running over people. And if I get 2-on-1 or whatever, I just put my shoulders, wrap the ball, and I just keep trucking through them. It's going to take a few of them to fucking get me down, and I'm going to be able to roll post, and they can ruck over. So we're in a mall. I got the ball. I'm running forward. But it's a small town. So the crosstown high school, like I went to a Catholic school. They were at the public school. Everybody knows each other, right? A buddy of mine, we're not friends on the field, but we're buddies outside of it, right?
Okay.
He sees me with the ball and he's like, fuck's sakes, goddamn Burgoyne. So he runs in and he just reaches in. He doesn't try to grab the ball to try to rip that out of my hand. He grabs my pinky finger and just breaks it.
Whatever, eh?
Yeah. What a fucking dickhead.
Like
right?
that's
So I keep going,
aiming for your pinky.
Ball, we get moving again.
That's a targeted attack for like assault.
Absolutely. What do you want me to do? Call the cops?
Well, what are you going to do?
Loser.
You're playing a game, you know?
Don't even be like that. It's fucking sports. No, I drove my cleat into his fucking nutsack the next chance I got. Whatever.
There you go.
So here I am.
How do you like them apples?
Blows. I look at the ref. I was like, ref, sub? He's like, nope, no subs right now. I'm like, I hold my hand up to him. So like, if you hold your fingers together and just grab the top of it and try to see how much space you can bend between those fingers.
I know what it's like having
and those knuckles stay together, but this one bends completely sideways.
Oh, neat. Oh, neat. Can you bring that closer to the camera? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it bends sideways at the knuckle.
Oh, that's really neat.
And this one will not.
Yeah, of course not. Look at my pinky.
Yeah, you fucked that thing up for sure.
That was a knife wound slash across these two fingers.
There better be a cool story with that.
There could be.
Well, we'll hear it shortly, I hope. Anyway, so
I could embellish, or I could just tell. I could tell the truth, which is not that exciting. It's
fucking. You've got a few minutes here while I'm finishing what I'm talking about to make up a really, really good one. So my finger's sticking straight out sideways, and I'm like, "No, ref, like, come on, what the fuck, man?" And he's like, "I just need to get it taped." He's like, "Okay, sub."
Yeah.
I run off. They fucking put a couple of bands of tape on it, but they did the next play with me not on the field. They scored. Fuck's sakes. All right, I go back out. Now we go back on the fucking drive. We get up again. Fucking tape breaks. Finger sticking sideways. Like, fuck, ref, sub again. Like, yeah, okay, go ahead this time. My buddy just puts like a whole roll of fucking tape on it like this. But we're down, and we've only got a few minutes left. And I got this like tennis ball wad of fucking tape because they don't want to break it off again. They're like, hey, Evan, we're going to put you on the wing this time because, we're inside of the 22. At 6 foot 220, in good shape.
You in high school?
Not fair to play against high school kids. Yeah.
Holy fuck, yeah.
And it's not fair to play against other high school kids. Like, your average wing on a high school team, the guy's like 150, 160 pounds. You give me the ball, I'm running full tilt. He's basically at a standstill, and he's 140 pounds. Like, the fuck is he going to do? Right? Except that giant fucking tennis ball, I couldn't catch the ball. I kept... So we had to try to play like a few times, and then somebody would eventually they're just like, fuck, passing of the ball, turn around and just stuffed it into my guts. Run. Like, okay, this is way easier. Yeah, it's hard to catch a ball with that. Anyways,
with a pile of tape on your hand, it wouldn't be easy. I don't want to tell the story about I don't want to tell my story about my finger yet. It was a knife wound. It was almost like a...
Do you want me to tell the story?
I don't want to tell the story because it's I don't.
Do you want me to tell the story? I'll tell the story.
You don't know. I also have a
I mean,
knife
I was
wound.
there. I
No, you
remember it.
weren't. You weren't in Algonquin College when that
Yes,
happened.
it was.
Oh, you when?
No, it was in Algonquin Park. I was there, Dave. It
Oh,
was only a few
Algonquin
years
Park.
ago.
I,
I'll tell
I
the
also
story if you
have
don't want it.
a scar right above my
So he's
right
playing
eyebrow from a
ping
knife.
pong in Ding Dang.
No, no, it's actually a very
Well, my story's
embarrassing story,
guaranteed
and
cooler
I'd
than the
rather
one that
not
you don't
say it.
want to fucking tell.
It's a
Look, Dave,
self.
obviously you know I wasn't there because I wasn't fucking there. I know I wasn't there. When I said, I'll tell the story, I was there. That improv 101. Look, when I give you something, you never say no. You don't just shut me down. Like, this is a problem. How the fuck am I supposed to go ahead and tell the made up story that was super fun now that everybody knows it was made up?
Oh, and here I come with facts. Sorry. I should have known you were improving. I should have realized it and went along with it. But sometimes
Hey,
reality kicks in. I just can't.
Did you know this is something I want to tell Marcus this. I know he's in the chat. Did you know that the population of Ireland's capital city is really growing fast? As a matter of fact, it's Dublin.
Oh, for fuck's sakes, Roy. Okay.
Now, David, that's your fucking fault too. Because if you just said, yes, Evan, tell the story about my knife wound, I'd still be talking and we wouldn't have heard that shit.
I must take full credit or full responsibility for that
Yeah,
mistake.
you can have all the credit. Look, I'm about to fucking surprise end this fucking live listening to this bullshit.
Because you want to hear about me hurting myself.
No, absolutely not. But I do gotta pee.
Okay, we'll come back soon.
Wow.
Or just wear
I'm
a
not leaving
diaper.
right now.
Oh, okay. Hold it. Don't break the seal yet. Don't break the seal. Oh, he wants to break my. Oh, thank you, hand.
Oh fuck! I had to get intense there. Did you see the shaking? Like I was like,
I saw it, man. I mean, the withdrawal shakes are crazy lately, man.
Oh fuck! I thought I was using the force, but really I was just using the force of withdrawals.
I snorted.
Started what? This is a family show, so careful how you answer.
Air. I made a snorting noise when I laughed.
Oh, that's boring.
I know. I hate that.
Oh, you know what? My brain, kind of like a squirrel on meth, right? Sometimes things just pop back into it. I remember reading in the chat somebody, the AB, I think it was, that said Nanya doesn't want to fight anymore. And that made me, because that flashed back into my brain, and my brain be like a squirrel on meth. I'm like, squirrels don't do meth. If meth was an animal, it would probably be like a Jack Russell Terrier. And Nanya is kind of like a Jack Russell Terrier. So he's basically the human embodiment of meth.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Yes, Captain Obvious, Roy and David Shell should start a comedy tour.
What?
So nobody ever needs to listen to them. And they should not promote or publicize, and it should all be done in the car while they're just driving around.
Well, I don't know who David Shell is.
Lucky fucking you.
Is that the old guy on the 98?
Yeah, he's probably the only person that's older than you that routinely does fucking arm wrestling type podcasts. Is this an arm wrestling podcast? Or have we transcended that now?
We totally transcended
we're more open-ended than that. I mean, I guess we do have, you have, of
Look,
course
when
you
Roy's
have.
on any podcast, you can guarantee someone's got an open end.
Okay, I see what you did there.
Yeah. He once posed for Playgirl, named himself Mike Honcho. Spread his butt cheeks apart and everything.
Oh, did Cobra never accept the invite, Roy?
I got like an automatic reply.
Well, he just said he'll be there in 10 minutes.
Oh, did he?
Oh, okay.
Did he say that? I didn't see that. Oh, yeah, he says, yeah, I see it now. Yeah. Cool.
So, hey man, hope this is not too personal, Evan, but what do you do now? Do you get together with your whole family at Christmas and stuff? Like everybody, like 40 people or something?
I mean, you're literally talking about my family saying, I hope it's not personal.
Well, I mean,
Why
I'm
the
just
fuck
asking
would
a
you
question
talk about
'cause-
my family, David?
well,
Look, I've
I'm just,
always been nothing but nice to you. And here you are talking about my family. Like, look, trash talking is trash talking. You want to talk some shit? You want to say some garbage to me? That's fine. I will say terrible things to you. But when
no,
you
I'm just,
start talking about my fucking family, David, that's it. I've had enough.
he's got to go pee now. Yeah. Okay. No, but I mean, all I was trying to do is find some common ground because I'm just wondering because he's got like four brothers and I don't know who else.
I
And
think
like
they do.
I've got fucking nobody. You know what I'm doing for Christmas? Probably drinking one of these and doing some dabs by myself in my fucking house with my cat. Because I got nobody. And I'm very happy that everybody else is going to be with family and loved ones and stuff. But I wish I had a loved one.
I'll trade
Like, I
places with
shouldn't be
you.
complaining. I am a hermit. It is I did it to myself. I'm a hermit. I avoid people. But so that's why this time of year makes me the most sad because I got nobody to play with, be with. I'm not going to have a turkey dinner with all the fixins, I'm going to have nothing. I'm going to have a fucking sparkle puff and some dabs or something. That's probably exactly what I'm going to do on Christmas.
I'll trade places with you.
Why? How
It
could you
sounds awesome. It sounds fucking great. I mean,
to be alone and just do nothing?
Yes.
I guess. I mean, I'm not really much of a. I mean, Christmas is well. We grew up.
I hate Christmas. I fucking hate it.
I can't go shopping in a store. Like I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna stock up right now, like pretty soon, because I can't stand shopping in stores that play all that Christmas music. I don't know that everything about the whole season just friggin' depresses the fuck out of me. It reminds me of, I don't know. There must be some bad memory tied up, undealt with in my skull somewhere. And who knows, man? But yeah, it's the worst time of year for me. Probably also because it's dark out not dark out all the time, but there's a lot less daylight, and I like sunlight.
Yeah, you probably get your days as far north as you are from here. Like your days
Well,
are probably a lot shorter.
I've been much further north, but yeah, I mean, when I wake up in bed, if it's like 6 o'clock in the morning and the sun's not up yet, I'm like, what the is going on? Like I don't like the winter. However, it is the 19th, and winter solstice is typically well, now it's like more of like a 3-day period, but typically it was on the 21st, 21st
Yeah,
of December. And then so what
20th.
we do is say some people, some magic people will use that. Maybe we'll go out and make a big bonfire outside and maybe write down some shit you want to get rid of from your life and toss that in the fire. Write down all the bad shit, toss that in the fire. And then
I just
yeah,
looked it up. They're
but
saying
anyway, so what you do winter solstice is pretty much a celebration for the return of the sun, because every day after the 21st of December, the days start getting longer again, like a few minutes every day or whatever, until
it's fucking
and until the
brutally
spring
hot.
until the spring equinox, where the day and the night are both exactly the same length, and then comes summer solstice, where's your longest day and shortest night.
Yeah, which is hot as fuck.
Can be.
But, it is here always.
Yeah, AB says doesn't like winter, lives in Canada. Yes, I was born in the summer. I love the summer. I love life. I love seeing green things and life all around me. Winter, I mean, it's like a season of death. And yes, it could also be a season of contemplation, planning. I think that some of the North American Indians it'd be like it's clacking season, because that's where you'd be friggin' flint napping a lot, getting a lot of shit ready for a spring hunt.
I think what you should do now is you should reflect on the good times and listen to some Norwegian black metal like Dimmu Borgir.
Or Amon Amarth or something.
Yeah, Viking metal. You like Viking metal?
The lead singer, what is it, Heg or whatever, from Amon Amarth. He's also I don't know, co-founder, co-owner or something. It has a lot to do with Grimfrost. Like,
does he?
These guys, yeah. Like, he's all over that.
I fucking love Grimfrost.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I got some new things on order.
Johan Hegg. Johan Hegg.
Johan Hegg, yeah, Johan Hegg. He's got a really deep, like impossibly growly voice, and yeah, and he does his death metal stuff, and he's also one of the lead faces in Grimfrost, like, who are the producer, not producers, the people who create all the stuff for the Game of Thrones and Vikings, all the toys, all the horn cups and stuff, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got the big fucking. I showed it to you whenever on a live before. I'm pretty sure, Dave.
I think so.
Where I fucking pulled out. I got the big fucking drinking horn with the fucking belts and everything for it.
This is. I used to drink out of this all the time. I mean, I drink all my Sparkle Puff, and this can hold almost 2 Sparkle Puff. This one.
Okay,
and this is a leather. This is a leather belt loop.
Yeah. So I've got like the same thing. It's just like longer and skinnier. So okay, so you might be girthier than me, but I'm longer. Anyway,
hanging on my
the metal, the Who, fucking love the Who. Wolf Totem, I fucking love that song. That is my favorite fucking song to have fucking.
It is a cool song
on the bike.
That is a cool song, man.
Do you like the one with Jacoby or not?
I think I just listened to that the other night with Devin's Forearm.
Do you prefer the one with Jacoby or just the Who?
You mean the Who, the HU Who, right?
Yes.
I like Pete Townsend.
I don't know if I know the one with Jacoby.
Jacoby was the lead singer of Papa Roach.
Oh, cut my life into.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh,
okay.
Oh,
yeah, okay. I get it. So I get nobody's into the fucking 96 emo shit, but if you listen to the song Wolf Totem, Roy, so because nobody actually wants to hear you talk, look up the song Wolf Totem featuring Jacoby. Listen to it, because we can't hear what you're listening to. Mute yourself, take a listen to the song. It's definitely one of my favorite fucking songs to fucking just blaring while I'm cruising. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've got other drinking horns too, but I mean, this one is like, I guess, my pride and joy. I got some drinking mugs out there, where they bend part of the horn over to make a handle. Is that
plastic?
No, it's horn.
Looks kind of plasticky.
You look kind of plasticky.
Don't you ever fucking cast a spell on me again, you wizard.
Poof, you're plastic. No, sorry.
Have you ever listened to Tanger Cavalry?
No. I saw you fucking write it in the chat, and I didn't bring it up because I didn't want to talk about whatever it is that you want to talk about.
That's Mongolian stuff too.
So Mongolian fucking biker metal is fucking awesome.
It's good.
Like when they start doing that fucking throaty stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like the Inuit people. Like, yeah, that throat singing stuff, but it's cool. Well, Vikings do that too, like, and monks do that too. That deep, that resonant, deep. I can't do it right now.
Yeah, it's cool if you don't try to either. It's fine. Marcus, when you're talking about Irish bands, there is only one real Irish band, and it's the Rubber Bandits. So anything else you can fuck right off.
The Rumjacks?
Rubber Bandits.
The Rubber Bandits.
Yeah. Well, if you are not a fan of the song Horse Outside, you are doing something wrong with your life.
I've been living under a rock because I've never heard of the Rubber Bandits.
Well, it's not surprising. I mean, they're from fucking Ireland, and nobody gives a fuck about them. They've been. I love people that complain about how long they've been oppressed for their peoples and everything. I'm like, fuck. The Irish have been fucking like fighting for their fucking own freedoms for like literally ever.
The Irish were,
but you never hear them complaining about it because the Irish aren't a bunch of whiny pussies.
They were enslaved a lot too.
Well, they drink a lot.
They fucking tried. You can't really enslave a fucking drunk Irishman that doesn't give a fuck because he'll just fight you. Whatever. Fucking kill him. Right? Either let me go and go get a new slave that you can actually control because you will never beat me into submission. Do you know why? Because I'm too fucking drunk to care.
No.
And if you try to make an Irishman go sober, right? You look, you can fucking tie him up, you can chain him in the garage and only let him out to fucking mow the lawn when you need it. Ain't gonna work. He will figure out how to make booze in whatever section you've tied him to, and he'll be happy.
I did that in rehab.
But I guarantee you, no, dude, he'll like fucking strangle his fucking bed bunkie and figure out how to make booze out of their body. The fucking Irish are fucked up.
Man's got to do what a man's got to do.
When you finally go to get him to do something as your slave, he's going to be fucking fully pissed and ready to fight. They're not controllable. The Irish are fucked up people. Now,
what was that? Was it Notre Dame that had the team called the Fighting Irish?
Yeah, the Fighting Irish Notre Dame. Oh, man. I wish you wouldn't have said that because I'm probably not allowed to say that. Anyway, so here's another made-up story that didn't actually happen. I ended up picking up like a quarter pound of magic mushrooms one night. It was Devil's Night, the night before Halloween. I could probably tell you what year it was based on the year that my van was stolen.
Psilocybin.
So, oh yeah, those are fake too. I had
No, they're not.
No, yes they are. You're live on YouTube, you fucking idiot. They're definitely fake. It's a prop.
It's just sage.
Yeah, it's a prop. So I was 22 that summer, so that would have been 2006-ish. And I needed a rental vehicle. Fuck's sakes, I just dropped my lighter underneath the fucking couch. There's no way I could reach that.
Way to go.
Is there another lighter around? Sweet, thank you. So 2006, they gave me a fuck's sakes. I should have just started with that. I would have remembered it a lot quicker. I had a brand new Dodge Ram given to me as the fucking rental truck.
Holy shit.
It was a 2006. In 2006, there was like fucking 300 kilometers on this truck on the odometer, right? It was brand fucking new.
Fresh.
They should have never given a 22-year-old that as a rental.
Especially you.
Yeah. I mean, like I'm a fucking dumb, drunken roofer. Like, I put a skid of fucking shingles in there, 60 bundles on 100 pounds a piece, and then I'm doing brake torques with it, right? Fucking the four-wheel drive was broken, the frame was twisted. This particular night I had it, we fucking got a quarter pound of mushrooms. It was Devil's Night. There was me, my ex-wife, my buddy, one of my brothers. We decided we're each going to eat a quarter ounce of mushrooms, 7 grams each, and take a drive through the bush trails.
That's enough.
Yeah, we wanted to go up to Colby Lake, which is a nice place. And there's this one place where you got to cross this little river, right? It's big stream, little river, whatever. We drive the four-wheelers across it, drive trucks across it, all the time. Whatever, no big deal. There's one big rock that you got to watch out for.
Uh-oh.
And if the water's high, you can't really see it. But if you know where it is, no big deal. When the water's low, you see it sticking out, whatever, it's fine. So this is the very late October. Water should not be high. Should have been no problem. Whatever. We couldn't see the rock. Might have been that we'd all eaten a quarter ounce of mushrooms. I don't know. I remember driving on our way out there.
Yeah.
You didn't lose the truck in the river.
Look, this is all a made-up story. It's allegedly.
Oh,
right?
okay. Allegedly.
So allegedly, I was driving, and we're driving out. Like you're down the back highway, whatever, and that's a long corner. You know, slow down to 80 for this corner.
Yeah.
Whatever. And as we're going, I remember looking over at my buddy, and I'm like, "Fuck, he's driving pretty fast. That's a pretty steep corner. I hope he makes it."
Oh no!
And he looks back at me. Are you fucking kidding me right now? You're driving. What the fuck do you mean? I hope he makes it. I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking driving. That's irresponsible.
Oh!
Did just fine. Whatever. So we hit the bush trails, and it's like four-wheeler trails, right? This is not big enough for a brand new fucking truck. Like, fuck it. It's a rental. Right? Allegedly. So we go down the fucking trail, and I mean, it's scratching the fuck out of the truck, and I'm just giggling because it's fucking hilarious. We got Pink Floyd playing on the radio, and, you know, some of those fucking songs are a little creepy, and we're losing our fucking shit with the windows down. Yeah. God, is there people actually, like, howling out there in the fucking bush? Like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
There's a fucking tree laying down, and we're like, well, what are we going to do? We don't have a chainsaw. How are we going to get rid of the tree? And even if we did have a chainsaw, who the fuck's going to run it? But I don't know. Okay, well, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just move the tree out of the way. So I walked over it, and it's like a big tree. And I just hook my arms underneath it. I pick it up, and I just walk off the road and throw it into the bush.
Right? There you go.
This is a big tree.
Mushrooms give you strength.
Now, we all have the same recollection, allegedly. So I don't think it's an hallucination on the size of the tree, but, you know, we're talking like a foot in diameter. It's 15 feet long, 800 pounds, easy, right? And I just picked it up and walked off the road with it.
It didn't occur to you. You were high. It didn't occur to you for a second that you couldn't do it.
So I figured I was going to go over and give it a lift, and it wasn't going to budge. It'd be like either yes or no. If you guys come help, we could do it. Right. But it just picked up. It was all fucking like completely dead, driver out, whatever. It weighed like 10 pounds or something. Right. But I look cool for being able to pick up this massive motherfucker. At least that's how I remember it. And they were like, holy fuck, that thing was huge. I'm like, yeah, it was fucking heavy too. Thanks for the help. But the fucking road was like collapsing behind us. I could feel it washing out. Really, turns out on our way back, we could see what happened. It was me just driving off the road. It was me hitting the ditch that made it feel like the road washed out. Whatever. We get to this fucking river and like we can't figure out how to cross it. It should be like 2-3 feet deep. Nothing. Right now, it looks like it's fucking 20 feet deep, 80 feet fucking wide, white caps roaring over everything. We're like, fine, we can't drive across this. It has never, ever been like that, but
water level too high.
Now we got to back the truck out of this fucking thing. I made my brother do it because I couldn't do it. And then we get back onto the road, and I'm like, hey, we got a problem. I can't fucking drive anymore. That fucking, you know that little Irishman from fucking Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, that dude? He keeps dancing around on the goddamn dashboard asking me if I want to fight him. Like, and if he won't fuck off, I can't concentrate on driving.
And of course he did.
Pull over and have somebody else drive so I could fist fight with that little prick in the back. Yeah. The next night, we decided we should eat more mushrooms and answer the door handing out trick-or-treat candy.
Oh, okay. It was, Halloween. Yeah,
so we could really enjoy all of the, costumes. And my buddy, he was wearing this like dirty old man in a trench coat costume. And he opened it, like this giant fake dick would fall out. Which you would only do if it was like adults. Fuck it. If you got 16, 17-year-olds trick-or-treating, whatever, they saw the big dick. Obviously, we didn't fucking pull it over the kids. But because we just ate mushrooms the night before, they weren't really hitting that night. So we each ate a quarter again. Nope. Nothing. So I'm like, well, I'm going to eat another quarter. Anybody else want one? I'm like, no, you guys are good. Okay, well, I did. So I ate 3 more of those. So I got an ounce of mushrooms in me that night.
An ounce, eh?
Well, yeah, it's like every fucking 45 minutes to an hour. Like, I still got nothing. I eat another quarter. So
I did about half
2 hours
that.
in, I got an ounce into me.
I did have about half that, and it was quite the fucking experience, I tell you.
Well, 2 hours later, I've got a full ounce in me, and the first one hits.
Oh. So you were awake all night and into the next day then?
Yeah. 2 hours after that, the full ounce is in me, and I've got a fucking problem. But I sat on the top of my stairs for like half an hour trying to figure out how to go up the stairs. I don't want to go down the stairs. I want to go up the stairs, but you're at the top. I know I'm at the top, and I still want to go up them. I figured out how to do it. You just got to turn the stairs upside down. Anyways, I went to the bathroom, and there was a full-size fire truck in my bathroom. That bathroom was like 6 feet long. But this is a fucking 40-foot fire truck sitting right in the middle of it. Like, there's no room for me to get in there to use the toilet.
Well, that's a hell of a hallucination for
it didn't make sense. Like, look, I know a fire truck doesn't fit in this bathroom, but here it is. What do you want me to do about it? I gotta go. So I go back to the fucking room and I sit down talking to my buddies, go to smoke the bong, and we had this fucking Yoda bong with these 2 hoses, and the fucking bong starts singing to me, and I'm like, oh, this is rough. I look over at my buddy. I'm going to tell my buddy that the bong's singing to me and I can't smoke it right now. Because how do you smoke out of a fucking Yoda bong that's singing? Can't do it, man. You can't take it seriously. Can't trust that little green prick. So I look over my buddy and his fucking shirt melts off and his chin's glowing like a light bulb. I'm like, fuck sakes, man, I can't talk to you either. So I go take this drink out of this fucking. You ever hear? Dave, you're from around here. RC Cola.
RC Cola, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So it's like a cheap version of somewhere in between Pepsi and Coke.
Yeah, RC Cola, yeah, Royal
Yeah.
Crown Cola. Absolutely.
So I take a sip out of this, right out of the 2 liter, right? And I just start crying. Because I can't figure out what the fuck is going on. What does this taste like? I can't tell if it's sweet, if it's sour, if it's spicy, if it's fucking like hot, or if it's freezing. Like everything's hitting me all at once, and I just got no idea. My brain is fucking way too much going on. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I cry so hard that people are like, why are you fucking crying, man?
And you know what? I've been there on one of my first big trips, and it's like you let everything out. It's like you've just changed as a human being.
Yeah, but you laugh so hard you start crying. You cry so hard you start laughing.
Yeah,
and then you laugh so hard you start crying. And I got stuck on that cycle for like an hour. And then it was like, hey, you know what? I need to go down to the disability office tomorrow morning and explain to the government that I ate way too many mushrooms last night, and you now need to pay me for the rest of my life because I am never going to recover from this. I am now officially retarded forever. So I was half right.
That was definitely you flipped the switch that night.
Yeah, Cobra, welcome to the show. You're finally here.
Good
morning.
Hi,
Andrew.
And how's everyone? Hey, what's happening?
Excellent,
Dave?
Andrew. How are you, man?
I can't tell if I like your hair.
Roy, I had an audition Sunday, bro, and I can't like get it braided back up until I get a call tomorrow or Thursday or
You
Friday.
find out if you got the part, you got to walk around like that forever.
No, they might want some more stuff. They might want some more video. So
yeah. Are you playing like Cat Williams in the video when he gets beat up by the high school kid?
I actually signed the NDA Sunday, so.
Oh, motherfucker, it is. They're doing a Cat Williams parody movie.
No. It's the same film I talked about before I signed. 70s Harlem gangster.
Cool.
Say less.
Supporting role. Trying to work.
You should
How's
leave your
the
hair like
family
that
doing,
forever.
Cobra?
I'm well. Roy, how's mom?
She's doing all right, man. She's just dragging along, keeping on.
I don't want a dragon. She has to flourish. When was her last
When was her last what?
doctor's visit?
Oh God, recent. We go to the doctor all the time. That's what's wrong with her. Part of it.
To the doctor in the last 7 days?
Probably, yeah.
No, I think it was longer because it took too long to answer that question, Roy. Now, what was it? The foot doctor? The eye doctor?
No, just their general.
For the ticker? For sugar? Does she have sugar?
No, she doesn't have that problem.
Ain't got the sugars. Okay.
She's just been smoking. She's been smoking fucking cigarettes for 60 years.
Oh,
it's not good for you.
Yeah, I get it. All right, same shit. Gonna get me. Gonna get her. I get it.
Yeah. You smoke cigarettes?
Oh no, not cigarettes, honey.
Well, that's the worst thing you can do. Smoking cigarettes is the worst fucking thing you can do.
Roy, it is.
All right, I got a super chat that I got to read out, but I'm not sure I can fucking figure this out. So,
oh my God,
Roma, you're gonna have to stop trying to be this fucking Google MD for a minute. Marcus Thompson super chatted in the €100. Fucking $5 super chat. Merry Christmas to all the usual suspects, and I suppose Evan. 2024, Evan's New Year resolution: train harder, eat better, talk less arm wrestling crap on his podcast. Really treat Roy better and tell him to really shut up with conviction. If that fails, just drink Banat Mochara Ahu.
What is that?
I have no idea.
What's Banat Mochara Ahu?
Well, the Ahu is fucking sign off after everything. That's a Ahu. But Banat Mochara?
I'm looking it up.
I didn't understand that.
David, keep the messages coming to me, brother. I appreciate you, man.
That's goodbye, my friend, I think.
What's going on in the wrestling world, you guys? Or is this not? This is not an arm wrestling chat.
Well,
We
I
haven't
mean,
talked-
it's like arm
Can be.
wrestling
Can
based
be sometimes.
nonsense.
What's
Right?
Arm
We
is
can
wrestling
talk about
based.
anything. We can talk about arm wrestling if somebody really wants to, but I mean, it's not my favorite subject.
All right,
We could
let's
talk about
some-
food.
let's talk about
We've talked about food today. We've talked about all kinds of things.
Oh, we
food?
don't want to talk about food with Cobra here, man.
What food?
No,
Because
he'll
he's probably
win.
the second best fucking cook on the show.
I know. I've
Probably.
seen the food he makes.
Maybe the fourth. Maybe isn't there someone else in the waiting room? It might be the fifth or sixth. Who the fuck knows? I guarantee.
Well, there's nobody
you.
in the waiting room yet, but just in case there is, we'll reserve you in fifth or sixth. Yeah.
Stop flying your dick sucker.
Are you
Listen,
not actually a chef, though?
quite? No, I'm a cook. I'm a cook. We're all cooks.
Yeah.
I've seen some of the meals he's produced, and on his own live where I watched, and he makes some cool stuff.
Well, Cobra said he was this fucking fancy chef and all
I
this
didn't say
stuff,
that.
and he was
Others said
supposed to.
that.
He was
Others
supposed
said
to like
that.
cook for me.
You're a
with,
liar.
You know.
You speak untruth.
So
No,
we got the
I never
food
said-
and everything at the place in
I'll cook you
Ireland,
the
and he was
fuck out
supposed to
the kitchen,
cook,
Bob.
and he didn't do it. So it's like, maybe he's full of shit. He also
Told
said
me-
he was going to win that match, and
I'll eat out
he
an egg
didn't come
sandwich.
close. I mean, he wasn't
Your
like
mom.
a fucking loser like Alan Ford that day, but fuck, he did not
Alan
do
Ford.
well.
His wife settled. His wife settled. What a shame.
Well, I mean,
It's all right though.
you
I
met
love
Paul
Alan.
Maiden's wife, so you want to talk about settling. But he groomed her from like the ripe age of 7. So
Yeah, but Paul's a good kid. Paul's a good kid, and everybody loved Jerry Lee Lewis's music.
no. No. Does it make it better or worse if it's your little cousin? Right.
Man.
So, like, does incest trump fucking pedophilia?
Yeah, so Paul's an angel. Let it be. Let it be. We are speaking about Brits, aren't we? Whisper words of wisdom.
Let it be.
Yeah, but Paul's
Good
just
one.
a giant fucking shit pump. Like, fuck. That dude pisses me off.
Well,
You're just mad because he whipped your ass.
Evan, you've got to learn the next time that you go to Ireland to leave your fucking feelings at home.
See, here's the thing. Did
Oh,
Paul
yeah.
whip my ass?
Went
He
over
beat
there.
me in
That's
arm
right.
wrestling. Look, the night
Lips
before,
after.
I was way ahead of him, far further than he was the day after arm wrestling. Okay, so it was an arm wrestling event we were there for, but trust me, I would rather win the fight than lose the arm wrestling match.
Hey, was the fight before Weekend at Bernie's or after?
The day after. Yeah,
I
Weekend
heard-
Bernie's was the day before the fight.
Yeah. The only person that has that tape is Marcus Thompson. I sent it to him and it's in his cybersecurity.
That's not true.
Oh no, Marcus has the video. of
Oh, he
Weekend.
might, but when you said the only person that has it is
Oh no,
Marcus,
I know
that's
you. I know you stole my phone and recorded it, but yours.
Oh, I
is,
stole a lot of other shit off your
It
phone
has
that
the
night too.
stock
You might
video.
want to be nicer to me. You ever wonder why Cobra doesn't talk as much shit to me as he used to?
It's because your mama makes such good fucking egg sandwiches.
Actually, with
Your
all of
dad.
this nonsense going around, there's a massive egg shortage.
Of course. Two pump and dump is in town, baby. I gotta go. I gotta go, man. I got another stop.
Cobra, do you know who this AB fella is in the fucking chat?
I'm not. I'm just on the Netflix channel now.
He says his name is Adam Borderson, and you know, it's the guy that I fucking been on the 98 podcast with a few times.
Sam, welcome to the fucking dysfunctional.
What type of fucking
Arm
idiot
cool.
says I cheated in that fight with Paul? I pulled his shirt over his head.
Who cheated?
Me.
You cheated?
When I pulled Paul's
Oh
fucking-
no, yeah, but he wasn't there. You'd have to be there, honey, to
gotta
understand.
Like, look, if you're
Everything.
going to fight a
There were
Canadian
no fucking rules, kid.
with
There's
a
no
fucking
rules.
hoodie on, you
When
had
it comes
better
time for
goddamn
chip
well
and teeth,
expect that tarp's
there's
getting
no
pulled over your
rules.
face.
Yeah, there's no fucking rules. Nobody gives a flying fuck.
Look, you get your tarp pulled over your face in a fucking hurry, you fight a Canadian, that's just gonna fucking happen. Right? Like,
Yeah.
you should know fucking better. Like, we grow up and the only thing that we know is Tim Hortons and hockey. Like,
Questions. I don't know. I've eaten a lot of concrete. I've gotten my ass kicked. I've bit a few ankles myself.
what does
But
that feel like?
all right, like nothing. It's like 3 days later that it really kicks in.
So it's the same as winning then.
Oh yeah, pretty
Basically,
much.
just pride. Look, I've been in fist fights where
If
like
you're
your
gonna
face
scrap,
hurts.
listen, and I learned this at UFC 8. If you're gonna scrap, get paid for it. And if
Your
anybody
hand-
in the
if you
if
win a
anybody,
fight and it's actually a fight, your face hurts, your fucking hand hurts, it's broken, like,
your hand
but
hurt.
everything sucks for the next few days, right? The only thing that
Hand
doesn't
doesn't
hurt
hurt.
is your pride. So
Because
you're
half these
basically
kids
telling
ain't
me
had
losing feels like
mouthpieces in their
winning,
head.
except now
You
your
know?
pride hurts too.
Hey, Evan, Daddy's talking. Shut up. Half these kids ain't had mouthpieces in their heads, you know. But they're the baddest dude since
Hell, is my camera backwards?
you know, Yahweh. Oh no, I never insult Evan. But oh yeah, 10
Well, hang on here. Like, I'm not talking. I'm trying to upload videos, Cobra.
Okay, do it, boo. Oh no, they say Bay now. Do it, Bay.
Bruh.
Half these fuckers never had a mouthpiece in their head. I got the missing teeth. I forgot to duck. You know? That's why I keep my fucking mouth shut until it's time to smack a motherfucker.
Or you hear a zipper.
I'm old though. I'm scared. You know? But usually when you see me in the room, I got like 800-pound silverbacks that'll
Oh man,
definitely be your family member if you mess
fist
with a
fight.
pimp.
You got backup. You got backup when you go out, Andrew?
I got front up, Nick.
Mm.
And I don't necessarily want to get into one. My whole fucking views on the whole fucking getting into the fist fights thing.
Fuck with me. Watch what happens.
Cobra.
What, honey? You gonna kick me out? Oh, please don't.
Don't be like that. Don't be like that.
Please don't. I don't have a life.
I haven't been in a fist fight in like 10 fucking years because
that's for you. You've had a lot of good luck, kid.
Any of the fights that I was in, they weren't fucking fair fights. Like, I mean, I'd done a lot of wrestling and some boxing and some other shit. To like, I was drunk too, but fuck, you can't fight drunk people at bars and expect it to be a fair fight whenever you know some shit, right? It's like,
but
if you've been arm wrestling for like 3 years and you try to arm wrestle somebody at a bar that's never arm wrestled before, like, fuck, this is not a fair match, right?
What's fair, man? What's ever been fair to you in your life, man? Fuck, don't be a victim, ho. Carpe diem.
Well, I don't back down from it. I just...
you too stupid to back down sometimes. Listen.
No, I'm fat and lazy, and it is a lot easier to fight than it is to run.
Get out your own fucking way. Anyway,
man, I'm fat. You need to know that I would rather fight than run away, so don't try it. Like, that's just how it is. But this Nanya fellow wants to fight me, and I'm...
no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
He said he won't arm wrestle me unless I fight him first.
Then you win, then you double up. What are the odds? Does he have odds? Is he the bookie as well?
I don't give a fuck.
I'll lay down 10 stacks on you on that daily double.
Man, I will borrow 10 stacks from somebody.
Right. For me, I mean,
and I want to put it on both the fight and the arm wrestling match.
Hey, listen, and that's why you're coming to stay with me a month before this shit hits off.
No, I'll be busy training.
That's right. You will be training.
So why would I fucking stay with you?
So that you win.
You don't fight or arm wrestle. Where am I going to get any training?
Come see the big dick gangster.
You're going to train me into acting like a fighter and an arm wrestler.
I'm going to make sure you win. That's what I'm going to do.
I talked to Gary about you teaching him his jab.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't know your name.
You high as giraffe pussy, buddy.
It might have been a bad day. Gary's had a bit of a rough go, but yeah, he didn't know who you were.
How do I give Phil bronze?
Oh, fuck. That's actually
probably Evan, the first time. I'd like you to know that's not funny.
Yeah, well, why'd you laugh? So that's probably the first time on the show where I made a joke that I felt bad about making. I love Gary, but holy fuck. Back in those days, when you were one of the very best in the world, like, fuck, you had to go through some shit to make a little bit of money. And he took a lot of fights that he should never have done because of how little money there was.
Oh, yeah, Gary? Yeah, he made the move.
Oh, fuck. Like, he's like flying to Japan on 3 days' notice to fight one of the most savage fucking kickboxers ever, right? I mean, that is the only fight that I know of. Well, I actually just saw one today that is also a one-shot thrown fight, but I'm pretty sure that was an amateur fight. So this is like the only real pro fight.
K1 or Pride?
Pride when he fought Gilbert Ivo, and it was that one
dirty
throw.
Yeah, 9-9. Yeah, that was dirty.
And that was a fucking terrible knockout too.
New one.
Gary
horrible,
did
horrible acting job.
You know what's fucking bad? What's funny? Well, I don't know, bad, funny.
Gilbert. That was a horrible.
However you look at it. Gary Goodridge was known as a striker throughout his MMA career, right?
No, well, sold as a striker.
Well, I mean, back then it was just you're a fighter or you're not.
Yeah,
and Gary was definitely a fighter, but he was more hand heavy. Like you don't want to get caught with those
yeah. You don't want to run into his knuckles. Yeah.
But he lost a lot of stand-up fights. But when he went in and did K1, he was a fucking Grand Prix champion.
You saw your power. You saw the power. That's what. Yeah, that's
right. Like, I mean, that's an MMA guy coming to the highest level of kickboxing and winning with his striking. When, as a striker in MMA, he was losing stand-up fights. It's fucking weird.
I know I've said this on the interweb before, but the special thing about Gary is how he adapted.
Oh, it smells good.
Well, here's the other thing.
I've never heard you say that.
You have to. You can't.
I'll be done because Evan's gonna kick me off. And
no, I don't want to kick you off. I want to hear more about this.
Yeah,
I love hearing about this Gary shit. Look, I'm a big fan of Gary Goodridge, man. Like Jerry Cataract needs to change his fucking name. That is not Big Daddy. Goodridge's.
Gary Goody. Listen,
the other
like any like the physical or neurological problems that my little brother has right now is not from MMA. It's from K1. And I know I said this online before. Gary didn't refuse any fight.
No.
And a part of that is coming from our bum ass culture. You know,
what?
When you listen, man.
No, man, I didn't hear what you said. Like either I don't know the word or I didn't hear it.
Our past, like it was.
Yummy, fucking yummy.
What was the word you said though?
Our on sports culture was like we broke. We're not Devin Lorette yet.
Yeah, nobody makes fucking money arm wrestling. He was the best in the world, and like he's got to go do something else.
Yeah. Well, it worked out that way when that kid had the exhibition up there to raise money to go to UFC 8, the guy at the dojo, and Gary went in there and took it all. You know, that was the beginning.
Well, he lost in the finals, but I mean that first
I'm
Paul
talking
Herrera. Oh my!
No, not the her. Yeah, of course, that's the famous elbows. But there was a kid from Barrie. There was a karate Kempo kid, and he had a fun. Do you know how Gary got to the UFC 8? Do you know? You don't know the story?
I think I have heard the story, but it's not coming through right now.
You guys in the chat? How many we got in the chat, Roy?
61.
61.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Dinner for two. Get it to dinner for two. I'll tell the story. Now or later. Who knows? Shit, I'll probably get 1,000 in my crib for this one, huh? No. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's all right. Gary was a bad motherfucker.
But I want to hear it. I mean, like, fuck, if the fans don't want to hear it, like, I mean, I can end the show.
We have a conversation after we go non-public. I'll tell you the story. I shouldn't tell Gary's story. how
Well,
UFC.
That's fair.
it's tough to
That's
get Gary
fair.
on to tell the stories. I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
love.
Sorry, guys, if I made, yeah, it's nothing to. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's fair, man. That's fair. It's not your place. Yeah.
I mean, anybody that knows Gary, he's way too good of a dude. Like, if
It's my
you try to
brother,
ask
man.
him any of his fucking stories about any of this, like, he's not happy about being a fucking savage that fucking train wrecked people. Like,
Oh yes, he is.
kind of just like glaze it over, like, dude, remember that time that you fucking one shot at fucking Don Fry, like, fucking
Hey,
sparked
get,
him.
hey, bro,
He's like,
you have Gary
Don's a good guy. Like,
Paris in 1990.
Gary's a good dude, and he's not. He's
A real
not
one.
gonna fucking blow his own horn. You know,
You don't have to.
right? But I want to hear the stories.
Yeah, yeah, you will.
Fuck. But Gary Goodridge was a badass motherfucker. I'll tell you this: the
Still
only
is.
time,
Famous man.
Real
so
man.
my youngest brother, like, we call him the
Fucking
duck
broken
foot.
later.
He's a bad motherfucker. In a
What
parking
you got,
lot,
Dave?
at an arm wrestling table, just drunk at a house party. He's gonna stand out from the crowd, guaranteed. Everywhere he goes, he's a fucking giant ogre. He's like 6'3", 290. His whole face is covered in scars because he got stabbed like 8 times, and his hands are like 3 times the size of mine. Like,
Silverback.
Wow.
he's a fucking ogre. I grab his hand, he goes like this to me. It's
Wow.
disgusting. Now, I don't have a giant hand as a heavyweight, but I don't have a small hand for a heavyweight either. I shouldn't be a heavyweight, though.
Your
He's got a
hand-
big
your hand
motherfucking
bigger than
hand.
Gary's. Your hand's bigger than Gary.
Oh, yeah. Gary's got like a Cobra size. You might have a bigger hand than him.
Oh, of course I do. I taught Gary how
Longer,
to
anyways.
I taught Gary how to top rope Zinc, man. You fucking kidding me? Ask
Well,
him
we
that.
all know you know how to do it.
Ask him that. He'll remember that shit.
You know
When'd
what?
you
We might
start,
try to
Andrew,
schedule
in
having Gary on
in
the
the
show.
80s?
Hey,
With
David
you.
Thomas. Quiet time, Evan.
We
David,
might have Gary on the show with you, so you can ask him that.
I'll have him on.
Once again, if I say, "Hey, did Cobra teach you how to top rope zinc?" We all saw you top rope.
Watch your mouth.
Blah
Stop
blah
it,
blah.
right?
So many times.
Stop
I
it.
fucked up. I shouldn't have said that. It was a dirty word.
Stop
But
it.
Gary's gonna he's gonna like brush it off, be like, "Yeah, no, John was awesome. I had the better night."
All right, well, I heard you. Okay, Evan. Okay, Evan. You fuck.
Man, your haircut is fucking amazing. I want to
It's
set my
not a
balls on
haircut.
all 5 of your heads.
I just took my braids out and the girl straightened it for me because I had to read. I had to read.
Right.
That's interesting.
Just
Either
think
way.
70s,
Well,
Early
what if we do it on your show, Cobra?
Harlem.
What was you going to say, though? What were you going to say, Andrew?
Who's who?
Who's Andrew?
I don't know.
I wasn't going to say anything. I was speaking, David. Why don't you finish your introduction?
I
Go ahead.
didn't.
Well,
My
how
introduction-
about instead of that, we
Long
ask
time
Cobra,
ago.
what
Oh, is
if
it commercial time? Okay,
No,
folks.
what
We'll be
if we
back
get
in
Gary
28 seconds.
on your show?
Yeah, I got some things I'm trying to like get done.
Well,
I'm
I
not-
would love to fucking
I
have a
haven't done
conversation
anything
with
like
Gary on that old school MMA stuff and just like talk, chat, and listen about it all. Because
Watch out, folks. Don't touch that dial.
that. Yeah, stay right there. Stay right there.
Okay. So Till Braun's just asked in the chat. Look, Till, luckily I saw that one just pop up. Normally I miss almost everything that goes through the chat, but talking about hand size, Jeff Dave has a match with Tiny. Do you have a winner, Evan? Yeah, I think Jason Constantini from the Table Monkeys is going to run through Jeff.
Inside, he's gonna catch him inside and finish it.
Not necessarily.
Just
But
side. What's going on here?
if he doesn't beat him 3-0, it'll be 3-1.
What do y'all think of Brandon Allen versus RVJ?
Does Brandon Allen have the angles to handle a kid that's as savvy as RVJ?
I don't know.
RVJ does not have the angles of RVJ though.
If I'm a rookie guy in arm sport, I don't care what the odds are, but I'm not gonna bet.
RBJ's got the experience, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bet 500 to win 30.
It's not
You know?
just experience with RVJ. RVJ has every single natural tool you could give an arm wrestler. If you look at that dude
with bigger men.
okay, so you make RVJ a bigger version of him, so he's competitive size-wise. Everybody's fucked, right? Like that is the fucking build you would give an arm wrestler if you're trying to make him. He's got these skinny little chicken legs. His shoulders are fucking enormous. He's fucking jacked. He's got like a 22-inch fucking arm. His hands are fucking monstrous.
Yeah.
You know, that fucking giant bicep of his is his weakness. And it's fucking huge, right? You don't see people take his hand. It doesn't happen. People that beat him come through his arms.
No, I've seen his hand taken, but still, he's really got a lot. He's really worked hard. I remember him when he was a teenager.
I think he snapped. I think
far
he might be
between,
snapping
and
back.
it was from somebody that was either really great or he was like
he is very cerebral.
Slipping at
He's
the table.
very cerebral, but he got smarter at the game as time went on.
I think RVJ is
from a super crew of athletes, of sportsmen.
Cobra, let me throw this out here and let me hear your
take what you want, baby.
RVJ is the most gifted arm wrestler that is not good at arm wrestling. Now, that's not saying he doesn't win.
No, there's a lot of dudes on these cards that are pay-per-view that are horrible arm wrestlers.
But they're just so strong in singular lanes?
Oh my God,
so
everybody.
Basically, when you say a lot of dudes, you mean Todd Hutchins.
Well, no, I love Todd.
So do I. And I love watching him arm wrestling. But he's not a technical arm wrestler. He is very, very
figured it out.
He's very into one theory of I don't give a fuck if you take my hand. If you can't make my arm go that way, you can't win. And
he's got one. He does
knock him for it.
I hate to call him a one-trick pony, but that's the one thing he does, and he does it very well.
Todd figured out, and he bets that pony. No matter if Secretariat is reborn.
Oh, Angarbayev was no slouch, man.
Look, I'll tell you this with Todd, though. Todd is not just a fucking dumbass that only goes.
I know.
He fucking figures it out. He fucking does goddamn math on trajectories and vectors and shit. And he trains a specific angle based on his arm length versus that guy's arm length. Even though he might not be this technical arm wrestler that works positioning, he understands strength and he understands leverage, and he does train intelligently, even though he might not be this most technically advanced arm wrestler. But he wins.
He gets you where he wants you, and then he finishes you. He just finishes you. Like, he didn't stop applying pressure. That was pretty impressive. Did you see the way his wife jumped on him and he grabbed her butt? I thought that was cute.
So back to the original thing, RVJ being the most naturally gifted and winningest arm wrestler that doesn't really know how to arm wrestle.
I don't agree with that.
I think fundamentally he lacks. Okay, so with Rob,
guys, so what? Does Larry Wheels know how to arm wrestle better than?
No, but he's not any good.
No.
Either.
Larry Wheels. Oh my God, I was so
RVJ
for
is
Larry.
like a world-class arm wrestler.
Like, Leonidas kicked his butt, but
Leonidas
maybe technically sucks. But Rob understands arm wrestling in a hand-to-hand style. Once you get
Russell
the straps,
Crowe was Maximus and Gladiator. Who's Leonidas? Who played Leonidas?
The guy who beat Larry
Leonidas
last.
Arcona, he was the guy that just beat Larry Wheels at the last King of the Table event.
No, but this motherfucker said Leonidas.
Yeah, Leonidas
Arcona. I said.
He was a bodybuilder, powerlifter, or something.
German, isn't he?
Yeah, Austrian, German, something.
He made Larry.
And, I couldn't believe how the way
He's a bad dude, strong as fuck. The dude's yoked. He just beat Larry left-handed
open-
in California fairly
Larry didn't
easily,
do
and
it
everybody
right.
said
He didn't
when
do it
they
right.
go right-handed, it'll be different. But it
He
wasn't.
he started off, opened his arm right up. Like he should have kept everything tighter. He opened right up and just lost every match, every round.
Understand?
Yeah,
Do you
it looked like
understand how
Leonidas
this
was selling it. He was.
Now he knows he needs to learn how to work his hand, probably.
Well,
That's just another guy that needs
somebody-
a little bit more
maybe
time.
somebody-
He got thrown right to the deep end
like
without
maybe
understanding arm
Not
wrestling yet.
himself, though. He
maybe a
did
better
that.
trainer. Maybe a better trainer.
God damn, David. I'm gonna mute you, motherfucker. I want to get to the back to
Don't
what I was
mute, David,
asking Cobra.
Pretty
With
please.
Rob being a high level arm wrestler, that's not necessarily all that technical about it, right? He's just gifted. Outside of straps, he just knows
I don't
where to
agree
go
with
all the
anything
time.
you said.
Inside of straps, and you can ask Rob himself, he would love to come train with the high hookers, specifically to work on straps, because that's what he doesn't really understand in the game. Now, him or Richard Lubkis, that's a scary motherfucker that beat everybody. That'll tell you himself, I don't really know how to arm wrestle. I don't practice. I've
Rich
never
is
learned. I
doesn't
lift
count.
weights and I show up at events.
That
Is the
doesn't
arm
count.
wrestling in it? Like, is Richard Lubke's actually still doing that? Because he's massive.
He's been
He
trying to come
can.
back a few times lately,
Why, you want
but I
some?
mean,
I'll set up the match.
I'm not worried about who would win between Rob and Richard. Like, there's a
Richard.
giant difference. I'm talking technically. Who is the more natural arm wrestler?
Rob.
But Richard is so goddamn big and strong with
That
like
he will grab
literally,
Rob by
if
the
you got
elbow
to rate technique on a
and
1 to 10, Rob's
sure
probably
nothing
rated
moves.
higher than Richard is on that, right?
I don't care what's rating, man. Win, motherfucker.
Yeah, I get that.
I
That's what I'm
never
trying
dealt
to
with no
fucking
damn
explain.
rating, man. Rating
Oh
can
my
hug
God.
my nose.
You know what? You gotta get those fucking cornrows back in so they can fucking tighten your brain back up so you can listen to what I'm goddamn saying. Fuck.
You
Jeez,
must
I
be
wonder
mad.
how much I wonder how much training. If I started training right now, just
You would
with
probably
my,
hit 150 pounds by the time you're 80.
my little pulley system, I wonder how long it would take. Well, Evan is a lot bigger than me, but I wonder how long it would take for me to get up to his level.
Everybody know
I
you
got
hung like a
100 pounds
field
on
mouse.
you. And
Listen,
dude, you don't have to worry
you're
about
right.
getting up to my level. 3 more matches and I'll be below your level.
God love you.
Evan, I acted.
Look, how heavy are you right now, Evan?
Not a clue.
Okay. Well, don't give
After
away
I
your
take a piss,
don't
in the
give
next
away your
like
secret.
7-8 minutes,
You got a
I'll
match
probably be
coming
like
up again.
245.
Yeah, got a match coming up. Don't give
287.
away your secrets. I know you're not posting any of your training videos, and
Yeah, because I
so
haven't
that's cool.
done any. But I'm probably
Oh.
about 245.
Nah,
Okay.
287.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You got a chunk on me. Yeah.
Hey, you got a scale here, anybody?
No, and you are like 6'2" or
Echo.
something.
He
eh, or
talking to
more?
echoes, baby. There ain't nobody in there.
No, he's 5'10".
Beerhead, you
No,
got a
he's-
scale?
Somebody please let Cobra
Roy,
know that.
are you kidding?
I don't know.
Everybody wants to know
5'11",
my weight. You guys
maybe.
got a
He
scale?
said he was 6'2" in high
Answer me.
school. Was that a
Act
lie?
like you.
I've never said I was 6'2".
Oh, okay.
He's 6 screw. Listen.
I
Screw.
technically I've never actually been 6 foot without shoes on.
You
I'm
saw
like-
it off, and everybody knows you saw it off. Don't worry
So
about
you
it.
are
Evan.
I
you
was
are pretty much
5'11"
my
and
size.
7/8.
Hey, Roy,
I
you
just
like
gotta
that
get
southern
stronger.
shit?
5'11" and 7/8 was like my.
I come with
actual
some quick
height.
2 for you.
But
Oh boy.
if you were to look at any like tail of the tape type bullshit, they don't measure it in eighths. It always goes to the nearest half.
Yeah. Like when
Basically,
I'm
6 foot.
dehydrated, I'm like 5'10" and a half.
At 310 pounds, I measure
Hey, Roy,
5'10".
how
though.
many in the room?
How many what?
65.
Huh?
How many
65.
what?
Still 65? It's sit on there. I said dinner for 2, and I'd tell you about the it was
Oh,
my huh?
okay.
No, you didn't
63.
refresh. There's 210 right now.
210 people are in Evans.
No,
Yeah,
box.
live
I-
right now. We have
it's
over
fluctuating.
400 likes on this video.
What do you say? Anywho,
Such a smooth
yeah.
liar, right?
Final edition. It started with 40 guys.
There's no
The
point in
Kingdom.
lying if you're not smooth about it.
Yeah, lie. 65, huh? All right. Anywho, yeah, 1970s. Yeah.
Man, I wasn't even alive in the 1970s. This is fucking hilarious. I'm on this fucking show right now with you three motherfuckers.
I was
None of y'all
learning
are
about
drinking except for
biology in
David,
the
who was
early
born
70s.
in the 1870s. And you're talking about the 1970s. I'm like, motherfucker, my dad wasn't even old enough to think dirty enough to make me by then.
I'm doing as good as I can in like a short segment about the NDA.
The
Nikki
Non-Disclosure Act?
Don't.
Wow.
Cobra, look.
It's good.
This is a bullshit channel that nobody ever sees. Look, I can call you a retarded faggot homo, and we're not going to get canceled, even though I'm not allowed saying that because nobody gives a fuck about this little show. You can say whatever you want, but you probably shouldn't.
I care.
This shot is not my grinder profile. It's
No,
yeah.
your fucking grinder profile is fucking Roy.
It's 113, baby.
What's Grinder? Is that like friggin' like
It's
something like OnlyFans or something?
It's like Plenty of Fish or
Some
Tinder
ding ding.
for homos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
That's probably
pretend
why I
like
don't
you
know
didn't
anything
know.
about it.
David Tomes, you were like the
Hey,
first
listen,
fucking
David's
top
buying
10
my
subscribers
socks.
to it.
My worn socks for $50.
You're all about the random gay hookups.
Somebody just mentioned my toque. Oh my god, how do you even fucking say that? Ex-Royal Canadian. Oh, interesting. Somebody mentioned my toque, and this is actually one of the toques I got in basic training from 1999, but I bet the date on it and the tag is still on it. I bet it's way older than that. I'll see if there's a date on it. Disregard my
I
life.
actually have a toque for you, David, that I need to give you the next time I see you.
Maybe I'll drive over there.
It's from an old buddy of mine.
Don't do it. Leave the Tesla hooked up.
You're kidding me? Are you gonna
Well,
say?
I mean, it's not something special, but
Leave it hooked up.
when Fraser lived with me,
Was it Fraser's?
Yeah, he drank PBR every fucking day. It was either PBR or fucking JD or Moosehead, but that was it.
Moosehead, yeah.
Oh,
wait.
During this fucking span, PBR was giving fucking toques away in their beer cases. So I got about 40 fucking PBR toques. And Fraser would definitely have given you one.
Maybe he would have. Well, I'm gonna have to take a drive out there sometime, man.
Well, I mean, I don't want to actually see you or hang out with you or anything.
Roy,
Oh, you don't? Okay, well then I won't.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're cool to talk to, like, when we're not close, but it'd be super weird when you're here.
Okay, January 92. How old this virgin wool army toque was from. I got it in basic training and I still fucking have it. Fuck, I'm wearing combat boots right now, for fuck's sakes. Polish them all the time.
That toque does not look fashionable, but it's probably fucking warm. Oh, what? You give a fuck?
That's what I'm wearing. Well, that's what I'm wearing. Well, that's what I'm wearing right now.
Because somebody thinks it looks stupid.
You don't like
There's
it.
no way you don't think that toque looks stupid when you put it on the first time. But it's warm and it's comfy.
Hey, it's not my best toque, but fuck, that happened to be what I was wearing when I logged on.
It's like the best thing that the Canadian Army ever did was make a good toque.
Remember the old crazy caps they made us wear? Before we got the new field caps? They made us wear these weird field caps. I got images.
I bet you your head's a lot warmer than Cobra's.
What?
Shut up, stupid.
Except Cobra's sitting there where it's fucking 90 degrees, so.
Well, we can see him from the note.
Bro. I'm back in the Midwest, bro.
Man, how cold is it in your fucking house, David, that you're wearing a toque right now?
And a scarf and a sweater and a shirt under that.
Oh, I thought the scarf and the turtleneck and all that was just to attract men.
Well, is that what you like, big boy?
Oh, he like one of them, boy.
I like whatever you came here like, big guy.
Way, David. Hey, David.
Look, I'll love you for a long time for enough money.
I
bet that scarf from Cashmere.
I need a whole lot of love.
You're right. I am kind of feeling kind of warm. Oh.
Oh Jesus, I gotta leave. Hopefully nothing goes out of hand.
Get out. I created it, brother.
Did you?
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
when? Oh, now I can't wear the
I'm
green. Now I
fucking
can't wear the
around with it,
green
Ron.
hat.
Well, let it,
Can't wear
you
the
know.
green hat now because I'm wearing
This
a
is
black
easier.
shirt.
It's easier to do than Discord. I'll tell you that.
All right. I have no fucking idea, bro.
Where'd I put my hat?
Roy, I think we're offline now, right?
Are we?
I think I got it. I think I got the fucking part, dude.
Oh, did you get a message?
I'm ready to go upstairs and fucking shoot myself, dude.
Did you
I
get a
don't think
message?
we're. I don't think we're offline.
Big B.
Hey, what up, lad?
What up, what up?
Slow motion.
Sad boys.
Man, what's going on in up? Hey, you guys, while we're here, tell me what's going. Is somebody good at arm wrestling now? Who's doing what?
Who's good at arm wrestling?
Big B is.
Well,
I
Big
dabble.
B good at game.
dabble.
Big B's got game. He don't need arm wrestling, man. You
No,
want
no,
something? Yeah, we're happy to have him with us.
Yeah.
Don't worry about all that other shit. You
Uh,
want some Evan trip? You know, we don't nut hug when the skinny pimp is in the room.
well, I mean, like he wasn't complete dog shit at the last event he pulled. He had
We
got
talking
it.
about Evan?
Yeah. Old
Oh,
coach.
he's always good, man. The way his mama make an egg sandwich, Evan's golden.
Supreme.
He,
The
he
A1.
can't do yeah, the best. Caviar. Drip, drip. All right. Well, listen,
Wish somebody would make me a sandwich.
not gonna say nothing about no Eastern Europeans. Is this conference over? We're not online no more.
No, we're
Oh, we're
still
still
online.
online.
I was
We're
gonna say
okay, man. We're okay. It's all
Evan
calm,
pulled the
cool, and
for tonight.
collected. Big B, I got to get out to practice sometime. I told Evan that I'd come visit him because he wanted to give me a tooth from an army member that we both knew. But
I gave you-
but
I
then
heard
he
that-
also that he retorted back with he doesn't want to see me. So I guess that's not going to happen. But I could at least try to.
Thank you.
I gotta
Well,
maybe make a New
me
Year's
up-
resolution and try to come to practice sometime.
if you pick me up along the way, then you'll have a reason to be there. You know what I mean? He might not be happy to see you, but he'd be happy to see me. So like it'll probably cancel each other out, and he can get your two.
Oh,
I'm just thinking, you know what I mean?
devious, yeah.
Trying to
Yeah,
help. I'm just trying to help out. I'm just trying to help out. Because I mean, you can't get to Pembroke without going right through my backyard. So
Okay. Noted.
actually, you know the when you're coming into the city, do you know the Anderson Road exit?
Not burned into my brain, but I've heard of it. And into the city. What do you mean into the city?
Well, because
Into
from
Ottawa?
where you come in, because from the way you come in
Into,
like you
yeah, I'm
pass
coming in from the southeast. Yeah, so I
exactly.
can
Yeah.
come in different ways. I can actually cut across and avoid the highway and just come straight across and end up in like Stittsville or
Back roads.
and then come. What if I just take the highway? Then where would I get off?
I'm not a far jaunt from the highway. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Well, okay. Well, you give me details later.
Exactly.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as long as
Harlem.
you're in between me
Harlem.
and there, then it's that simple.
Yeah, buddy. It's listen. Me and you have common interests, and it's a bit of a long drive by yourself. So it's you know what I mean. It'd be a good drive.
I could just if we're on the highway, I just put it in auto steer, and we can
Wow,
do dabs the whole way there, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
The
And I
whole
could
way.
even set the car. I could even set the car to like automatically pass people
I
if
heard
they're
that
going
they're
too
doing.
slow.
I heard that Tesla's doing like an update on their autopilot or something. You heard about that?
Well, cool. I'll probably get it automatically updated in my car then.
Yeah, no, I think it's something that like that people had to do. There was like some sort of recall, but the recall isn't anything that you even have to go into a shop. It's just going to be a recall via a software update.
Yeah,
to
most
the,
of them have been. It's just a software update, and it's like for me, it's
yeah.
automatic. Like there's all there. I get constant updates, like a phone. It's like updates for like navigation, like map upgrades and shit.
Wow, I don't want to talk about math or navigation or anything, but I would like
Okay.
to point out that Big B is now here and Cobra's not, so this is like winning.
Oh,
Shut
oh
up,
yeah, Cobra
stupid.
left. He
What's
just
up, Coach?
disappeared. He faded out like a shadow.
Yeah, nah, fuck it. That's perfect for me.
Where'd he go? I guess he left. Oh well.
Who gives
smile.
a flying
I'm
fuck?
right there,
Ah,
blood.
God
Oh,
damn it.
he's right there.
Fuck's sakes. Like, you said his name too many times. Motherfucker's like Beetlejuice.
He's chilling. He's
Beetlejuice,
chilling
Beetlejuice,
on that.
Hey, you gotta turn your
fucking-
camera so that light's not right behind you. It
Yeah,
makes
hug
everything
a
blurry.
nut, man. Hug a nut.
Bro, everyone in the chat better be careful because Cobra's gonna put your ass on a corner. Like, especially with that hairstyle he's rocking right now. I know what
Dude,
kind of,
the
I know what kind of
hemorrhoids
dress
are so
code-
fucking bad.
I know
I'm
what
not
kind
even
of
gonna
dress
have to
code he's
work
coming
when I
out
get
with.
there.
You know what I mean?
Okay, does Cobra
Hey,
look a
can
little
you
bit like
move that camera angle so that light's not right behind you?
me?
Probably.
No, or B. Oh,
Oh, fuck. That is way worse.
can you turn off that huge light?
Oh, B, you look like an angel. Everything's just glowing behind you.
Yeah. That's me, angelic.
Or put a
Come
sheet
on,
over it or
baby.
something
Hey,
like
let it be.
diffuse it a bit. It's way too
Come on.
overpowering.
Fuck all them. Big B, fuck all them.
It's an easy request.
Especially that pump.
If it required slightly more effort, you
There
get
we
told to
go.
fuck
See, now we can see you
Now
more
it's like,
clearly.
what
With,
kind of bill we talking about? What color are you sending if I got to get up and do any more work than that?
We'll talk later. That's Fred Price. You know?
Big B,
Look,
yeah.
if we're not getting at least to the red or brown range, I ain't getting up to do any more work than fucking switch
Hey,
it
Evan,
off.
hug a nut, man. Get your ass
I
up,
don't
you
set an alarm for blue.
Oh,
Hey,
trick ass. Oh,
hey, so Evan, when am I driving Big B up to come see you? When should we plan that? When should we do that?
Yo, we should definitely never talk about that on the internet.
Oh, okay.
No. So yeah, if you want to get that too, can you guys want to come up for a practice? Fucking literally whatever the fuck you want.
Wow.
I can't practice right-handed. I got a little match coming up.
Yeah, but you work a day job though, right?
Me? No.
Oh,
What
okay.
match you have coming up
Oh, okay.
with that
Oh.
tomato can in Toronto?
Oh, no, I got another one before that.
Oh, another one before that.
Yeah, I think it might be tomorrow.
That motherfucker turning tricks at every turn.
So I'm pretty sure that nobody actually gives a fuck, right? Nobody in the chat gives a fuck. They're here to talk to each other. Nobody on the panel gives a fuck.
Everybody's here.
Except for Roy, because he's fucking creepy and he watches everything.
Roy
But,
Baker cares. That should be like your
man.
slogan, Roy.
Roy.
Roy Baker cares.
What's highly irregular?
So like a week or two ago, we had a tournament for the team, right? And B didn't show up like a selfish piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Evan. Hey, Evan, cash at me that money.
I didn't even get to
Cash
work.
App, whatever.
Send it to Penelope. All
I
right.
didn't even get to work. Look, Cobra, you gotta go. I'm tired of your fucking nonsense.
Did you get a text from Penelope, motherfucker?
Fucking cat
Send the
Williams,
money.
motherfucker. Look at your stupid hair. Go get beat up by a 15-year-old.
I will. Fuck you. Cancel.
Love you, Cobra. Fuck off.
No.
Okay, so we had this tournament like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, whatever, for the high hookers. There was a miscommunication between B and I where he thought what I was saying is don't come. It's for like the new guys.
Yeah, it's exactly
But
what you
what I
said.
was saying is it's for the new guys to get experience in Ready Goes and get experience against the different levels.
So
That
B
was
was like,
You said that.
ain't
without
going.
saying any
I'm
of
gonna
that.
send Cobra one of these indecent proposal videos with these fly hoes that are like swabbing my ding ding.
man, whatever you're doing,
And
your
they're right
forehead just keeps growing. Every time you move, it's just like,
right.
What? Yeah. Why can't you move your camera so we can see your face? All we see is the top.
is that a vein in the center of it?
Listen, That's
Or
a
is it a hair?
that's a pin
Is it
close.
one strand of hair? Or
Like,
is
is your hair parted down that giant vein in the center of your
Yeah,
forehead?
yeah. He's
By the head. Listen, by the head.
he's on that double
I
OG.
retired. I retired from making my opponent's wife's wet in seats, and
Man,
people
do you
told
think
me
Cat
I
Williams
should.
is proud of you, or do you look? Who looks up to who when it's you and Cat Williams? Because like both you guys are like what 5'2"?
Both of us love egg sandwiches. Ask your mama.
Oh shit.
Oh, let's recycle that. I mean, I'm coming up with new shit. You're just like stuck on.
Easy day, man. Why would I come with new material?
Oh, that stuff is so
Or
silly.
rerun?
Oh, that
He's
stuff's so
pocket
silly.
aces. He just keeps playing pocket aces.
Oh.
For a rerun? Why would I open up new material? You think Eminem's an idiot? No.
Are you slurring?
Because you make me drunk with your stupidity.
That's not a real thing.
Oh, it is. You inebriate me with your imbecilic words.
Do you still like Chardonnay?
I would bet if you ate my ass, you could definitely get drunk.
Wow. Wow, that's harsh.
I mean, it seems like something that you're looking at doing. You're giving me these weird googly eyes. It's like, Cobra, I am not going to let you eat my ass.
You go ahead. Everybody that's got a young son, beware.
Anywho, back to the event. We had an arm wrestling event in the Valley that B didn't show up to because he's an asshole.
Big B,
and he gives zero fucks about the new guys on the team and their growth. Like, B, at one point, not that long ago, you were a new guy on the team that we were helping, right? And now you're not a new guy on the team. You fucking become one of the OGs, basically.
Now he's helping you.
No fucks about these little guys, you know.
Yeah,
and it's tough. Like, as the coach for so long, I gotta tell you, like, you need to be there for our teammates coming up, because those are the guys that are gonna get to where you are right now and that are helping us for real. Yeah, okay, I smash little fucking newbies all the time. They don't really do much for me. But if I train them properly, they will become real training partners for me, like I did for you.
I respect that.
And now you're shitting all over these guys and not showing up to help. It's
I'm just gonna have to sometimes as a man you gotta take responsibilities for your
Sometimes
actions.
as a man, Chancho, you have to wear the stretchy pants.
all right, so truth be told, there was a miscommunication. I reread the text that I sent B, and all I said was, we're having a tournament, because he texted me asking, hey, oh, Coachy, what's this tournament about that you guys are having? I responded with, we're having a tournament so the new guys get experience.
Right in front of you. I already know.
I left out the rest of it where it was they get experience in real events against arm wrestlers of all calibers, so they can really learn. Like, you need to know what it's like to go up against a guy that's been around 5-6 years. Right? You will never get ready for that.
Yeah, big B.
Right, so that's the whole base of the tournament, and I fucked up. And now I'm gonna shit on B because it's one of my favorite things to do.
It is, yeah.
Either way, you didn't show up, and now it's like, I'm pretty sure. So I broke kayfabe a little bit here, explaining on the show. I did not break character at practice.
Break character.
I just shit all over you, and they think that you just look down on them and you hate everybody, and the whole valley is beneath you.
Hey, Evan, time out. Quick time out. Roy, I remember I was driving, like, I hit you guys with a text. I hit you with a, not a text. What the fuck is it on the interweb? The super thing. 113. And someone said something about something, and then someone said something about something, and oh fuck.
And so on, and so on, and so on.
Wait, Pete. Sorry, Evan, I cut you off, but I mean, it's you. I don't give a fuck.
He's honest.
Someone said something about method acting or something or something. Would you remember that? You guys were talking about acting.
Not tonight.
We were talking about method acting. I remember.
I can read. I was driving home from the gig.
I must have been
And,
outside. I didn't hear the method acting
No,
thing.
you guys, all three of your voices are in. Don't deny I got
We've talked
prosecuted.
about it before, and where you even got to make me do things because I was so drunk.
Yeah, performance art, yes. Artist, we're all artists. All the world's a stage. YYZ, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cobra invites you over for method acting lessons, and
No,
when you find out that
go see
method
Uda
acting
Hana.
101
Don't
is
do
gay
Kool-Aid.
porn, all
No,
of a sudden,
fuckface. Shut up. Anywho, please don't mute me. It's very important, the performance art of it. That's the thing that the camera knows when you're lying, you know. So you have to be really good to like make them come without. I mean, when you're hung like Evan, you gotta like
okay,
Oh man.
make them believe they nutted. You know.
look, Cobra,
Yes, honey.
that
What?
was very fair and accurate, but I'd appreciate it if you don't do it anymore.
Time to get rid of me now, or okay. So now back
Well,
to
I mean,
the.
look, you've been talking like a bitch all night. You let me run over you for the last few weeks, run a train on
Hey,
you, if you
listen,
will.
I
So
am
I'm
a
gonna
bitch,
take it,
Evan.
but
I
like,
am a
just
bitch. I am a bitch.
cool it.
That's
Everybody
why I
knows you got a
talk.
little wiener.
But you are what you eat, dick. Anywho,
There you go.
yeah.
I used to say that. I haven't heard that one in a
I
while.
don't think that actually applies in that conversation. But okay.
Anywho, Big B, I'm a little bitter because I haven't got none of those things. And I know you've been up in there because my people watching.
Oh yeah.
And
You
you
know me,
already know it.
I'm
I
like the
wish it was
wing.
legal for me to send you guys stuff, but it's
Hey,
not legal.
listen, Big B and we created a bond in Carlingford.
Oh
It's
yeah.
over with. It's over with.
Oh boy. James Bond.
Yeah. All right, Evan, go ahead. You can talk now.
So B, why the fuck didn't you show up at this event to help our fucking new guys?
What do you mean? I wanted to go. I got like blatantly told I was not allowed to go.
Motherfucker, you just like blown off the last like 3 fucking invites. Like you got no problem with the valley.
You've been ditching me every time. Even though the last time I was in my car on the way down there, and I got told to handle. They told me to go to Danimals.
Yeah, like I don't care where you go, just don't come here. Like I don't want to see it.
You told me to beat it.
Oh, okay. So we're not going, B. We're not going. We're not going. He just said.
Oh no, David. Yeah, you fucking bring that guy to my place. I told him it's on
That
site.
was so
It's
classic.
on site.
Like Carol Burnett stuff, you know.
Just have your fucking Tesla camera running, cause
sweet baby race.
Oh my goodness.
Shit's gonna get out of control when B gets
I'll bring
face
some
to face.
cash. I'll bring some cash, and you got to get me some of that special vodka of yours.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Fuck
little brother.
yeah.
Oh shit, B. I
Special
definitely fucked that whole thing up. I was supposed to do that. The vodka for David Tomes.
Or are you nuts? You better leave that
alone. But seriously,
that was a
you
year
can't be
ago
talking
we
all this
talked
shit on
about
me
that.
and then showing up.
Enter the room that
It'll be on
was
site.
Yeah, where's my crate of booze, man?
All right, say less. Say less.
Look,
I need
don't
my
understand what you're
stockpile.
saying.
I need
don't
my
know your lingo.
stockpile.
B, you going at it. What you
Hey,
got?
can you explain to me what on site meant? Because I'm not sure I said what I meant to.
B in there swinging like Mike Tyson, boy.
Remember, when someone tells you, when you tell someone it's on site, after that, it's just say less thing.
Yeah, but I know I started with the on site, but I don't know what that meant.
You know, I'll have to tell you after. I'll have to tell you after.
Wait. Did I say what I meant to say, or did I fuck up?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know.
Me, what's wrong?
Okay, what I meant to say was like, if I see you,
I think you fucked right up.
Like if I see you in person, face to face, I'm gonna walk out with my arms open, and then I'm gonna swiftly close one, then the other motherfucker.
Like the hoe you is. That's how you walking out, and that's how you leaving that bitch. You gonna do the walk of shame after I eat my sandwich.
Oh yeah,
egg sandwich.
Right now.
Man, you're gonna get Bryce Mitchell. You keep talking.
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm not the one. I can run faster scared than you can mad.
Oh man, it don't matter if I'm mad, scared, happy, or fucking hungry. I don't fucking run. I told you.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into another fist fight in my life on the street. Not into
It won't be a fist fight.
But,
It'll be my
motherfucker,
shin,
I
your
will
chin.
not run away. I am way too
Can't
old and
outrun a
fat. There
rifle,
is
man.
no running left.
Yeah.
I would rather get my ass whooped than
that
try to
on?
run away. Because at least
Yeah,
when I
no
wake
choice.
up, I've got the energy to walk home. Fuck, I ain't trying to run away from nothing. Guaranteed.
Hey, man,
Some
I'm judged by
look, if you
12,
want to
buddy.
fight me, you are probably going to catch me within like 50 feet. And now I'm exhausted getting my ass whooped. Fuck that.
In April,
Ah. Now we know the secret to
I'll
beating
be
Evan. You run
judged by
circles around
12.
him till he's tired, and then you close in for the kill.
Dude,
tell
just
him that
watch
I
me.
will
If
be
I walk
judged
to the
by
bathroom,
12.
I'm
You
fucking
heard me?
tired.
Exactly how you get them.
Well, I know what you mean. Well, to be honest, I'm totally out of shape, but I could bounce back quick. And that's why I'm going to have to start training, because if I ever do show up to your place in the next few months, I don't want to completely embarrass myself and snap on my tendons and shit.
Okay, so let me
Hey, man,
rescind
believe me,
everything
the
I said
ones that are
earlier.
trying to
B.
get me
I
will
think
not
David Tomes is
be
a far easier fight.
under 36
If you
years
two
old
show
with
up, it is still on site, but it's not you.
lactates in their fun bags. You
I
know what I'm
he's
saying?
putting on
I am
someone else
fighting
now.
David Tomes
Won't
on
be there.
site. Say less.
You're going to fight me?
Say less. Say less.
Did I hear that? You want to fight me?
Yeah.
I don't want to, man. You look. You grew up with 4 brothers, man. What the fuck am I gonna do to you? I could try.
And a mother that was tougher
Now,
than.
when you
oh,
come
No,
into
yeah, well, you know what? Can we put pads on? I don't want to do bare knuckle. Don't
yeah,
wanna
man.
hurt you.
Fucking look.
Don't want to hurt you.
As soon as you show up, start putting the pads on. But I'm telling you, I'm starting as soon as you show up. So if you want to spend your time putting pads on as
If you
I
want to
start,
spend your first few minutes putting your pads on, just know that I'm
yeah,
looking for you,
whatever. I
baby,
won my
right
fucking
now.
sucker punch. I don't care. Win's a win. I'm not used to winning lately.
Al
I gotta get
Davis,
something done.
just win,
I'm
baby.
gonna drive over there to get this shit kicked out of me by some big bearded monster.
Good call. That's a fun afternoon.
Seems like a thing to do. Merry
Yeah,
Christmas,
but David, seriously, if
motherfucker.
you
I want to
think
get my.
about it, though, if
Maybe
you
I
think
need.
about
Maybe that's
David,
what I need.
whoa.
Maybe
If
I
you
need that.
think
I need
about it,
somebody to beat the
you're
shit out of
bringing
me.
Big B
Maybe they'll
with
snap
you,
me out of the funk.
and he's got a
that I'm in.
really good phone to
Laughing
take
emoji,
high
Ray.
quality video of it, though.
Oh yeah. I'm the gatekeeper to a whole bunch of shiesty stuff.
You're gonna have some really good video of it, though, because B's phone's awesome.
No,
Yeah,
but
it's-
I can't. I'm not going to box you or wrestle you. I can't fight. I can't fight you, man. Because
Just have
if
the
I
guts,
did
David.
anything,
Just cut his face
it could
off.
actually hurt you.
So
And I don't
anybody
wanna
paying
do that.
attention to this, David Tomes can't wrestle, but you should see her box.
No, you. Oh man, you
It's
might
like
want
a
to.
dad joke for not kids.
No, I heard that. I heard that loud and clear. But
I said you have a good looking vagina.
well, I don't have a vagina. Idiot.
Mangina.
And,
He has a mangina.
I would not want to fight you, man, for real, because I
Oh,
don't
man.
want to get hurt by
That is
you.
the
You're
first
mad
time
about
I've ever heard
whooping
you
his
say
ass,
something that I was
David.
like, you know what, David's
I don't
not
wanna hurt
fucking
you.
retarded. That's
I don't want to hurt you because you can't take that back. That's not a sport.
Oh, see, you had to go there. Like, I was agreeing with you. You're right. You don't want to fight me. Ooh, I'm a fucking.
Man, you
But now
hold
it's
me-
because you don't want to
you
hurt
get-
me. Oh, you're trying to bitch on me like that. Oh,
I'm saying
why are you trying to
you-
bitch on me, David
You
Tomes?
bum.
You can hurt me. You can hurt me really bad, and I could also hurt you really bad. And
You just hurt my
like,
feelings really bad, David Tomes.
Why? How? How?
You said you were going to hurt me.
Well,
I
Call
told
me
that
a
hoe to
bitch.
leave his
it's
feelings
just a
at home.
possibility. It's just a possibility if war ensues.
You know what?
Because
David
a
Tomes, you
fighting
and I
is
need to
not
talk
arm
about
wrestling.
actual time
How about
and date.
a
We need to
100
set this fight. Look,
a
I was all fucking
100 mile
joking
per hour
around.
elbow
I
into
was
your
joking
sternum?
around, being the fucking man, because we all know I am the man, and you'd never talk back to me face to face. But I was joking, and then you said you were going to hurt me. So now
Big
I'm going to
B.
the show, and we're going to
Big
set up time and place, and we will have my next live when you're ready
Think
to
I'm
go.
stopping?
That's
David
not what
David
happened.
skin
That's
suit
not
on.
what happened.
Hey, doesn't matter, the
all
show's
I-
over.
For real.
no, don't.